It's contagious. Tell me, do you feel it too? Mr. Magician, tricking me to loving you. Turning pages, looking for something new. But the rain is stopping me from pulling through. I'm gonna take a deep breath, cut the loving in two. Cause I'm needing that day, coming straight there from you. I'm gonna take a deep breath, cut the loving in two. Cause I'm needing that day. Oh, Mr. Magician, your trickery is fine. Mr. Magician, I want you to be mine. Mr. Magician, you're calling out my spine. Mr. Magician, I want you to be mine. It's tradition for you to fall in love with me. I had a vision, one that you could never see. Hearing voices, tell me, do you hear them too? So many choices, they're telling me what to do. No, I'm gonna take a deep breath, cut the loving in two. Cause I'm needing that day, coming straight there from you. I'm gonna take a deep breath, cut the loving in two. Cause I'm needing that day. Oh, Mr. Magician, your trickery is fine. Mr. Magician, I want you to be mine. Mr. Magician, you're pulling down my spine. Mr. Magician, I want you to be mine. I take a breath, I suffocate. You rip me off the preliminal stages. You're playing with my fire. You're burning away your seas. I just wanna reaching out, 'cause I cannot fight this feeling anymore. Feels like I've been blown away. I'm pushing out, we're not running round in circles anymore. Feels like I've been blown away, and I won't do it again. No, 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 I won't do it again. No, 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 I won't do it again. And I won't do it again. And I won't do it again. These words won't get through to me when I'm not listening. These words are no use, no telling me, is this worth risking? And I won't do it again. I'm reaching out, 'cause I cannot fight this feeling anymore. Feels like I've been blown away. I'm pushing out, we're not running round in circles anymore. Feels like I've been blown away, and I won't do it again. No, 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 I won't do it again. No, 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 and I won't do it again. And I won't do it again. These words won't get through to me when I'm not listening. These words are no use, no telling me, is this worth risking? And I won't do it again.
Appreciate your sound. 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 Appreciate your sound.
That's
Oh, you know.
I thought they'd be. Wait, they just asked if I was ready, right?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, I thought they were ready. I just changed into this pro draft scene and nothing's happening. Well, we are on time this time. We are ready.
Yeah.
Early. I'm ready for this. So yeah, we have an interesting situation at the top of the boards here. With
Thanks to yesterday's game.
Yeah. Because of yesterday's game, that was kind of a bit. Every single time I hype up a match, it's match of the season, blah 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 blah. It's just ends up being really one-sided. So
2-0.
yeah, exactly. Just being yeah. Just gets 2-0. So whoops. I guess I should stop doing that. Go ahead and put some Champions League music in Korea to get hyped up for it. And there it is. Okay, now they just come out real fast. Wait, I looked away for 1 second. What happened?
Dude, there's 6 bands already in.
Yeah,
You're
I
missing
just
out on
looked
it.
For 1 second.
Go ahead. They knew exactly what they didn't want to play against.
Wait, all right. So, question: did these teams agree to not have a ban loss because of e-subs? Because they're both using an e-sub. Pixel, what happened here? Both these
It's
teams
got to be
using
what
an
it was,
emergency
right?
sub. Yeah, they're both using an emergency sub. And
I
so,
mean-
like, did they just cancel out the ban loss? Is that what we're doing? I mean, I guess that's fine. I mean, what's the difference between both of them having 4 men, both of them having 5 men? It doesn't matter.
Right.
So I'm fine with that. I'm just not sure.
I guess.
Where's that agreement being made? You know.
I don't know, but it seems to have been made because there is
Yeah,
6
they-
bands up
they
right
got
now.
6 bands and 5 picks. They're
Holy
blasting
crap.
through it.
Did you actually want to talk about the draft, or are we just going to wait for like another 3 minutes when the draft's over?
I mean, I guess
Draft's
I
over in
guess
30
we might
seconds.
as well just. I mean, okay, let's. Jesus. What can we look at so far here? Predictive Gaming banning out some a variety of different lanes, right? They're banning out a jungler pick, a mid, and an ADC, and there seems to be some focus against Jaw. Predictive Gaming is being banned out. There's some 2 bans there with the Akali and the Cinder. The Hecarim being banned away from Sly Red Fox. You've seen Hecarim play Sly Red Fox in the first weeks and Cinder did very well on that. Predictive Gaming picking out their bot lane and their jungler in their first rotation here. Picking out the J4 and the Caitlyn and the Thresh, very solid picks in all 3 of those roles. Dirt Team picking up the Ashe and the Lux spot lane. We've seen a lot of Ashe and Lux being played like kind of like those mage enchants. I think Lux has been really popular in the bot lane recently.
That it has been. I'm not too fond of it myself, but I guess you take what you can get. Just
Yeah.
play Karma, you can outpoke a Lux, it turns out.
Yeah, I think we saw Lux Daughter being first played by Dirt Team, actually. Dirt Team was, I think the support for Dirt Team currently is Pixel Wolf. I know she's played, I think, mid, ADC, and support for that team. I think today she's lined up as support. I know that Lux is one of her favorite champions, one of her most comfortable champions, so I'm not at all surprised to see her choose the Lux support. She's the one that is playing support for her team today. And the Nunu and Willem. I don't think we've seen a lot of Nunu and Willem, but I think he's just a solid jungler. I think every single time
He's
I see
also a
him,
mid
every single
laner.
time I see him, I'm like, why don't we wait? What? Nunu and Willem?
Hang on. Nunu can be a mid laner.
Oh, okay. All right. I haven't seen.
Run
I
it
haven't
down
seen that
snowballs,
yet.
man.
You know what? I'll let Expo know so he can just add yet another mid laner to his
Right.
team. Maokai.
Just keep expanding.
We've seen a lot of Maokai playing BTL this season. A large part of it that being, first of all, for my mentality, it's 100% pick ban rate because of the Maokai top laner. But also, like, I think Mark has just also shown a lot of people how powerful that champion can be. It brings a lot of CC to the table, a lot of tankiness, and surprisingly, a crazy amount of damage. I think Maokai is just watching Mark play a lot of Maokai, I just have a lot more respect for that champion.
Oh yeah, Maokai can be absolutely disgusting even after those nerfs. I remember pre-nerfs playing in the top lane. That was just disgusting when he was up there. I keep saying disgusting, but that is exactly what it was. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm interested to see if Sincere here on the support Thresh is going to hit just as many hooks as that Captain
I
Herc.
didn't even realize that this is Sincere support playing Thresh. Why don't people ban his Thresh? It's been 2 seasons now. This man is amazing on Thresh. I haven't seen him play in a while, so I forgot. Like, oh wait, we guys must have forgot. After seeing Coach Kirk perform so well on Thresh yesterday, we must have forgot just how good Sincere support is at Thresh. Sincere support is the original, like, Thresh highlight maker in BTL. Because like,
Yeah.
last season and this season, he's just played incredible amounts of Thresh and played it very well. Pretty much picking it every single time it's up, and we'll just see. Now we're gonna be transitioning to the client here.
You know, I'm kind of interested in these two drafts here. You got a little bit more tank on the side of Predictive Gaming with the Oriana Caitlyn doing the damage, and you have a lot of damage coming out from Dirt Team. We'll see if they can get through that front tank line.
Right.
I mean, you got the Lucian now to go up in there, either mid or top. I'm not sure who plays what in that situation.
The Lucian. Oh, you're right. Wait, Lucian was locked in by Dirt Team. I thought they already locked in the Ash.
Mm-hmm.
Where do they play Lucian? Could
I
Lucian
mean-
be the counter to Maokai top or something? Who is on that? What is Dirt Team's current lineup right now? Let's see. Who's playing where for Dirt Team today? We have. I know we have
Like-
some fill-in people. Shifo's in the middle. Oh, I see that Shifo changed his name back to Shifo. He was known as Shifo in BTL season 8 whenever he played for Amplitude, but then he changed his name to like Yggdrasil or something like that, and now his name is back to Shifo. So that'd be Shifo playing mid. There's Chrono Breakable in the top lane. You know, I'm just gonna multi-search these people. I realize I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Right?
Because people change
You
their
know?
names and stuff. Like, have I seen him? think
I know
there's some
5
people
players in this game right now, and they're all on one side.
And I know Bosnia is the E sub coming in. Bowkeeper, a well-known jungler, well-known player in BTL. Bowkeeper has played for multiple seasons. He was not able to make it to tonight's game, it seems, so they will be having Bosnia sub in at the jungle role.
Yeah, and over on the side of Predictive Gaming, you got Cookies filling in there in the top lane, filling in for Brote, I believe.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Brote here in a little while. I thought he was going to be around tonight. Maybe he's just missing game 1. Who knows? Maybe if Cookies just performs outstanding on this Maokai, maybe he just gets to stay in there, but we will see how that goes. You ready for another 2-0 game? I don't know who 2-0s, but somebody must, because apparently that is the trend of the season.
Who are these people? All right, they have a...
How's that research coming along?
I'm coming into some really interesting things here. I'm trying to look at the lineup for who is this guy? Bosnia for Dirt Team. He's Diamond 2, 67% win rate with 40 games. He's not.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm looking at other.
So I know Cookies is a gold.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the jungler, the E sub.
I know. I'm just like, well, one side I think is eligible. Chrono Breakable. Hang on a second, I might have something that can help us out with that. Maybe cheating a little bit, but it's okay. Alright, looks like you're gonna have Pixel Wolf sitting at is a gold player. Chrono, Bowkeeper, and Baby Girl are all plat. But one of
Bowkeeper is not.
Bowkeeper's diamond.
Yeah, Bowkeeper.
Bowkeeper.
Is also not currently playing. It's Bosnia
Oh.
who plays Bowkeeper.
That puts
Why
them
am I looking at- What's the rank of?
3 points.
What rank is? I'm a baby girl.
What rank is who? I'm a Baby Girl is plat 4.
But they signed up as Diamond 30. They signed up as for regional. What?
Maybe they have a Smurf? Or this is their Smurf?
Because they signed up as a Diamond player. Because they're on the roster of the Diamond players.
Right.
If I'm a baby girl's plat, then it's 4 minus 1 spin. If I'm
Yeah.
a baby girl's diamond, it's 4.
Right. Good thing we got this 3-minute break here to do this research. Although we are going to be coming down to just about a minute on that spectator delay.
It's Korean music over there. Background music is really loud, or is it? I have it pretty low. Like the Korean music, is it? It's louder than you. Oh, I'm just not very loud. Okay, maybe I need to boost myself louder. It was pretty loud. I mean, well, we're about to turn it off anyway. I mean, it's not going to continue further than right now. Let's see. I'll turn it off now. There it is. Yeah, you can't hear you well at all. Yeah, my mic goes in and out of being like super quiet and being okay. I don't know. I can't understand. I don't understand why.
The real question is, how is my mic?
Your mic sounds. I think your mic, at least to me, the mic sounds good. I don't know the chat if we have. How's Magnum Buck's mic sound?
Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Oh, it's good. Ha. I don't know what you're doing wrong, but apparently I'm doing something right.
Yeah, you tend to be doing something right for sure. Okay, well let's see how this goes. How this matchup, this East sub. I know it's kind of unfortunate whenever you got East sub, people scrounging to get someone to play at the last second here. Trying to see about this East sub. Both teams running an East sub, but the East sub for, let's see, it looks like Pred G like went down a rank and Dirt team went up a rank in the East sub battle here. So we'll see.
Pregi didn't actually change the rank because I think they had a gold top laner
Oh, did they
before,
have
and
a
now
bro-
they have a
okay.
gold top
Oh,
laner
yeah,
here.
bro.
Because Jaws gold or D2.
I was like, Jaws gold? What?
I was about to say gold too.
Oh my god, Jaws really fallen from grace.
Yeah. So.
Bro,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Bro, was gold.
Brote
Yeah,
is usually gold, and Cookies is now gold, so they're fine.
I see.
They got that pulse fire down there.
Ooh.
Gonna be.
I forgot
going.
Thresh had a pulse fire skin. Thresh has so many skins.
I know. Thresh has way too many skins.
The stream doesn't see what we're seeing at all because I haven't switched scenes. Ha ha ha.
Hey, the stream doesn't deserve it, apparently.
Yeah.
I mean, the skin synergy coming out, though. The double Dark Star, the double Pulse Fire, and just a great skin in Maokai.
Yeah, very true, very true. They got the.
I mean, you could have had the high
J4
noons.
Oriana. It's that's just like good synergy in general. J4 Oriana.
Right.
Yeah, so they're just all they're really on top of this.
You could have had the double high noons down there with Lucian and Ashe, and I don't know what you're gonna do with the rest of the team. But nonetheless, that's what we got. Maybe going for a little bit of a blue theme until Shifu decided to go red. Otherwise, anything interesting in the summoner spells? The signature Exhaust Guardian Lux. Phase Rush on the new. Go ahead. Otherwise, nothing too out of the ordinary. 4 members on Dirt's team going with the Inspiration secondary, though. Oh my god. So mad they messed up my grocery order. How do you mess up my grocery order?
What happened?
I didn't get any milk.
Oh no.
So I go and I can pick up my groceries, and they'll go and pick them up all through the store. And then they just didn't pick up my milk. Apparently. But I paid for it. It's a pain in the butt. Why does my chat never show? I never get to see what's interesting and happening in chat. I feel like I dragged it off screen at some point. Either way, the game is going to go ahead start. Everyone's in the game.
Here we go.
Going to be a standard 5-point, except for from Predictive Game. They're going to go ahead and try that top invade.
Okay, let's see. It's a bold strategy. Let's see how it works out for them.
Silas is not in the bush.
Oh, very true, very true. Thank you for the follow,
let's
Dr.
see.
Damage.
Woo, Dr. Damage. Getting in there. Let's see how far they commit on this here.
Their skin's so clean. Oh, they're going. Oh, they're going on the trip.
Oh, Silas, don't walk up, buddy.
I don't think they get him.
No.
Okay.
But nonetheless, no harm, no
Oh, this
foul, I
is
guess. They get
spicy.
that
Yeah,
deep
yeah,
ward
yeah.
in there.
Mhm.
Thresh lost a little bit of mana. Super impactful. And going ahead. Where are you looking to see the immediate pressure here from these junglers? What are you thinking they're wanting to do?
Alright, Sly Red Fox started in the bottom side of red. I feel like as a jungler, I think just like as a player in general, I think early ganks are easier where your laners have good gank assist, like can easily set it up. So I would look for an early gank at the top side because I think like Maokai just has a really easy time setting up a gank there. But with the vertical jungling here, I see that that's probably not the case. Both junglers are vertical jungling.
Interesting.
Maybe
They kind of
something
just
bot lane would be something for J4 to go for. Or
Yeah,
with
J4
or Lucian super pushing in mid lane. But I think J4 is going to be spotted out on a ward there. Lucian playing very aggressively mid, it seems. And yeah, I think J4 still goes for something in mid lane. I don't think you're going to get much off of Lucian, I think, though, because he's so just mobile. So
They're gonna go ahead.
everything I attempted to predict there was just completely just not what happened. So I mean, I guess I know.
No. Little bits here and there. It's gonna be going ahead. Frost actually really low. Yeah. No, but they did both just handshake the buffs over to each other, then go ahead right back over where they started. Cookie's being taken really low here on the Maokai.
That W was really good to avoid the Silas thing, but then Silas just kept coming through with damage.
You know, he was probably dead if he got hit by that W, though, honestly.
Yeah, very true.
It puts out a good amount of damage. But good discipline not to burn that flash, knowing he was out. Save it for another rainy day.
Indeed.
You know, just a lot of punishing early game poke coming out from the side of Dirt. Looking to push it in hard, push it in fast. Otherwise, not too much else going on. You got games of inches. You got to be seeing. I like the Maokai pick into. Technically, was it Maokai into Silas or Silas into Maokai? I don't remember.
Ooh, good question.
I think it was Silas into Maokai. They went ahead, going ahead, ganking the mid lane. Nothing gonna come of it. No damage onto the Sly Red Fox though. He gets out clean. That dragon, Mountain Drake, coming up in 45 seconds. See how prioritized that becomes. Going ahead, stealing some of J4's camps up in there. Jaw actually being forced to flash out from that Lucian
I think it was
in
Maokai
response.
into Silas, by the way. I think the Silas was picked in round 4 of red side, and then in like round 4 and 5, blue side picked the Maokai.
Well, it was a good
really
pick
good
to pick the
finding.
Maokai in there. Gonna go ahead. That might just be a dead anybody. Going ahead, coming on the Lucian. Not gonna find anything. They're not gonna find anything in the bot lane either.
It turns into
only-
a dead nobody.
Wow. Only one sum left in the bot lane for Predictive Gaming. Gonna be that Ignite on the Thresh. Going ahead, looking for that Nunu. The bot lane has fully backed off here, and it little greedy from the Nunu here. Might just have to go down here. J4 gonna zone them off the backside. Thresh not gonna find the hook. Pull him forward, chase him through the jungle.
Ooh.
I think he gets hit by a tower here.
Yeah.
First blood to the Caitlyn. Orianna shielding her, picking up that kill or that assist. First blood somehow goes over to Predictive Gaming.
After all that.
We for sure thought a bot laner was dead from Predictive Gaming, but no, bot lane gets the first kill. Go ahead. Otherwise, exciting things happening on the map. Maokai getting his first recall. Super awesome. Otherwise, you see that BF sword already on that Caitlyn. Gonna be far ahead of that Ashe. Gonna already be up 300 gold. Vamp Sep versus BF sword. And for the most part, no one going around that Drake. We're looking for probably a little bit more favorable for Predictive Gaming, as they do have the Thresh, the J4, the Maokai. Pulling out a little bit more tank stats there. Versus just kind of the Nunu over on the other side. Oh. God. Sorry, I'm not as great of a color caster as In Defiance. That is what I figured out here. I'm definitely a play-by-play announcer. Going ahead, taking the blue. The Lucian gonna go ahead, go in, ignite down. That is gonna pick up the red, but he's gonna pick up the fox. J4 going down. Pump it on. I don't know. On ahead now, gonna go ahead get that invade back on that blue buff.
I'm sorry, I'm so cry. I'm just so out of it. I need to go get a drink of water. I think.
No, you do your thing, my dude.
I'll be back.
I've solo casted before, but at least you're here in your heart.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey.
I apologize.
You'll step in when you're ready.
Yeah. I'll be there. I'll be right back.
All right, we're going ahead. Just seeing the small little skirmishes going around. Like I had mentioned before, Nunu did pick up that blue buff steal. Rift Herald about to spawn. Dragon still sitting up, a little bit more vision control down there for Dirt, and just some poke battles going back and forth. No one's really gained any kind of CS lead that is noticeable. And yeah, that's kind of where we're at with that. You kind of look at the gold differentials. There's nothing more to speak of. Ashe actually going to get hit by the hook. Going to go ahead flash out of that. Thresh going very low on the backside. His luck gets her poke in. Good hook. Good response. And we'll see what happens there. J4 getting the blue buff steal right back on the Nunu. They're just going to go ahead and keep trading buffs back and forth and back and forth. Possibly thinking he's in the bot side jungle, but not thinking that he's in Nunu's jungle. Go ahead, spot the J4 down there on the thing. Gonna go ahead, flash. Not gonna catch the Ashe. That is gonna go ahead be a lot of damage back. Double TPs coming out from the side. That is one ult. There you go. Come on, there's the other ulti. Gonna go taken low. Frostbite going, gonna pick up the shield, not gonna go down. Sincere gonna go ahead down on the other side. Gonna go ahead, pick up the Nunu, and Lux is not far behind. Ashe better run for her life, but I don't think she's gonna be able to get out of this one alive. Nope, that is a J4 ult just to lock her in there. Handing it over to Ja. What? Taking candy from a baby for Ja, getting that first kill of the game for himself, and that's probably gonna be that Mountain Drake going over as well. Great team coordination coming out from Predictive Gaming. Dirt also having good coordination, just not going to be able to find the same things that Predictive Gaming did. Maokai is better than just Maokai ulti. That W saving Frostbite's life down there. Just now having Flash come back up. So that's pretty darn good. Nunu gonna go ahead and start that dragon. Knows he can outsmite the Sly Red Fox. Fox not even having the smite up. Neither is Nunu. Gonna go ahead, just give it over. Say they don't use it very well. Whatever. Get some pressure somewhere else on the map. Get our resets in. And it is now a 2K gold lead for Predictive Gaming. Down a Drake. 5-2 in kills. We'll see where this one leads us. Going ahead, both the Lucian and the Ashe having the trades up in the top lane keep surprising me, but they shouldn't surprise me at all. They're going to keep happening. Nunu going to go ahead, go down on a gank. Caitlyn actually going to go ahead, get hit by the Ashe arrow and going to go down. Great gank by the Nunu. Nunu going to be flayed back into the tower, take a little damage, pop that Guardian. Nothing more, nothing less. Let's go ahead.
Things have started to get interesting.
Things are getting interesting. You missed out on a whole series of plays, team coordination that Predictive Gaming went ahead and won. Frostbite got out by the hair of his chin there. Yeah. Gonna go ahead and dive Sincere here. The TP coming out from Jaw now. Gonna go ahead, catch the Nunu. Not necessarily, but there's the flash out for the Orianna ulti. He was dead otherwise.
For sure.
Yeah, things got interesting while you were gone. Gold lead actually brought down to just about 1.5K gold instead of the 2K gold that was just earlier. Max lead right now, 2K. Predictive Gaming.
I just went and tried to get some food and some something to drink. I saw that there was also food to be ate. So I just need to warm up.
There you go.
Okay.
Stopwatch.
Yeah.
He might have just been dead there if he didn't
Yeah, I
stopwatch,
think so.
to be
Yeah.
honest.
I respect that call. I think that was a good decision on his part.
Yep. Frost gonna go ahead, pick up that another plate. Gonna go ahead, be there, be that one. Does have 1 kill, 3 assists, just the assist of the Ashe, and 20 CS up now. The big play of the game. 12 CS up in there in the top lane. Sneaky little Maokai getting some things in. Amassing a 700 gold lead for himself with that kill. On ahead, we'll see who decides the Rift Herald's the next important task. Is there are 3 members, 4 Dirt Team on it, being spotted out by that control word though. Going to continue the blue buff trades back and forth and back and forth. Cookie's coming down with the Maokai ulti. Going ahead, going on the 3 of them. Here comes Jaw and Sly to back him up, putting him in the cocoon. That is going to be a dead Lux down the bot lane, actually, but J4 is dead.
Oh,
and Cookie's coming in, picking up the kill. Gonna be picked up himself, but there was a double kill play down in the bot lane while we weren't watching.
Oh, whoa.
Sincere probably hitting hooks just like Coach was yesterday, so gonna just have to assume because we did not see it. Overall, in favor of Predictive Gaming, I believe.
You know what? I'll catch up with you in a second. I'm too curious.
No,
we got it.
Go watch it. Please do that. I will stay casting. This lovely tower is gonna go down. First tower to Predictive Gaming.
It was a hook.
Down in the bot
onto
lane.
A flay.
Was a hook.
Yeah, onto a flay, onto a really nice trap. This is why this man's just so good at Thresh. Oh my god, yeah.
Okay, Coach Kirk, you gotta run for your money, or is it Sincere who had to run for his money yesterday?
I guess it was Sincere that I think Sincere has been the more established Thresh. Since we've seen Sincere do well on Thresh multiple times.
Yeah. Gonna go ahead. Now just 1 blue buff into the favor of now Dirt Team.
Maria in the chat saying Sincere doing his thing. Nothing new. I feel that.
Always. Gonna go ahead, get rooted up by the Lux. A lot of damage could come down there on the backside. None to be had. Traps randomly placed, not necessarily random, but random to me, because I'm not good enough to know what the difference between a good trap and a bad trap is.
My concern is just whether or not they step on them.
Yep.
If you could just ruin their day and make them walk around it, there you go. Good job.
And going ahead, seeing that Cloud Drake going to be up here in the next 10 seconds. Spawning right now. Maokai already down in the mid lane, pushing that lane in. Probably they're going to go ahead collapse for that. A lot of good ultis to be having with 10% CDR. Are they going to contest? Nunu's nowhere to be found. Going to go ahead, Lux ulti it. Nothing to be had, though. One dragon apiece now in an infernal map. A lot of places to run away from Nunu snowballs now.
Very
Cookie's
true.
not taking any damage.
But then even more places for Nunu to snowball through.
Oh, what a great ultimate from Jaws, saving his life. Picking up both of them.
Just the utility of Shockwave. Not only the damage, but also just that pull CC. With good Shockwaves can really save your life so often.
Nunu looking for the Scuttle Crab. Gonna find a J4 instead. Gonna find himself
Well,
a fight.
Found who? Oh!
Jaws gonna have to go ahead flash out.
Oh! Oh, that was so
Gonna
good!
flag and
That
drag
was
out.
so good!
Leaves them just
That was
sitting and watching.
genius. That was genius! That was so good! He used the ultimate to cancel the Nunu thing and then flag and drag down. Someone clipped that! Wait, that was so good!
Just
The
the
Duke God,
Slayer
the
and Fox
legend.
doing
Wait,
his
hold up.
thing.
Let me go ahead and grab that clip real quick. Let me alt tab real quick.
No, you do your thing. I'll keep casting, radio casting now. Gonna go ahead and see the bot
was
lane
so
moving
good.
up to the mid lane. Gonna put a little bit of pressure down on that tower. The Rift Herald was picked up by the side of Dirt Gaming after forcing the J4 out, but J4 still alive. Thresh gonna miss his hook onto the Lucian in the mid lane. Gonna go ahead, gonna get hit by a snowball from the Nunu. Nunu gonna come on through, gonna get hooked up. Gonna go ahead. That's gonna be the heal, the stopwatch out of the Thresh. The Caitlyn gonna be pushing down. The Orianna TP'd in the backside. Orianna gonna put some damage down. There's the shockwave. There's the offensive potential from it. Ash Arrow coming in, little too much, little too late. Not gonna find it, and they're gonna go ahead try and pick up this mid tier 1. 10 kills to 5, 1 tower to none, all in favor of Predictive Gaming, giving them that 4K gold lead they now possess. And they make that 2 towers to none as they pick up that tier 1 mid. Only tier 1 standing is that top tower. Great team coordination coming out of the side of Predictive Gaming. Just knowing when to be, when to hit the TPs, and making the most of them. You got a 3-0 Orianna. You got a 3-1 and 5 Caitlyn. You got an 0-1-7 Thresh. 2-1 Maokai. 2-2 J4. All with their KDAs at even or positive. Except for the Thresh. Thresh, pick up the dang kill, man. Pick up the kill.
Well, you don't like the 0. I think the 0-1 and 7 is an excellent scoreline.
No, but he made my statement false, so.
Ah.
He's got to pick it up now. Gonna go ahead, force him off this Scuttle Crab here. Looking for possibly a fight as it's 3v2 down here. J4 gonna take the snowball. Orianna, another ulti, defensive, but there's another ult coming out from the Silas himself, shutting down the Orianna for the Nunu. Still looking for that J4, not gonna find him. He's a little bit too slippery. Nunu going ahead, getting hooked. Lux getting poked down on the backside from that Caitlyn. Ash Arrow gonna come in, hit the Sly Red Fox. Hook's gonna shut off the ultimate. That's gonna be, go ahead, ult coming down onto the Lux. Just 1 for none there. The Nunu gonna go down. Maokai, you're not as tanky against him.
Yeah? Doesn't have the build for that.
No.
Look at all that MR. Oh, Maokai's built hard MR too.
Y'all,
That's a
he
lot
even
of
picked up
MR.
this
Yeah.
secondary Negatron cloak.
Yeah.
Might be looking for that Gargoyle Stoneplay, having that cloth armor in inventory as well.
Probably not very happy about solo lane against Lucian.
Yeah, probably not too much fun, but I think Silas will end up going down there matching him anyways because the TP. You're gonna go ahead, see the first tower taken down for Dirt Gaming. Up there in the top lane. Nunu here trying to take back his buff. Orianna wants it though. And she's gonna have it. Not enough members to contest. As that Infernal Drake is now gonna go ahead spawning 20 minutes, 30 seconds into the game. We have the Rift Arrow being popped in the mid lane. 3-man ulti from the Orianna. Out comes the Lux ulti, and that's actually going to be a dead Sincere support on the side. Nunu also going to go ahead, go down. Silas, not long for this world. Lucian, going to be very far behind. Caitlyn picking up the double kill, and going to make it a quadra kill, picking up the Lucian right on the backside. Ace for the side of Predictive Gaming, going 1 for 5. Now, Rift Herald not even going to go ahead pick up that. Actually, never mind. I mistaken that. They didn't get the eye quick enough. Gonna go ahead pick up that mid tower.
I see Brote's in the chat. I guess he made it to Iowa. Welcome back, Brote.
Hey, welcome, Brote. You got to do this and more on this Maokai next game. It is looking good. He's making the TP plays when it counts. Making the roams when it counts. The whole team just synergizing so well. This Caitlyn now 8-1-6. Orianna being 4-1-6. Ja being chased down. Ash Arrow coming in. Not going to find its mark.
I'm a baby girl, not going to be able to land that Ash Arrow there.
I'm not good enough with names on both sides to be calling out names.
Yeah. It's just an interesting name, so I made a point of saying it.
Yeah.
I think they said that they were excited to hear their name being said on stream, like in a hype moment. They haven't had any hype moments yet. They wanted
My bad.
to hear one of the casters
hyping
say,
you guys up.
They wanted to hear what one of the casters say. I'm a baby girl, lands the Ash ulti, but they haven't really had a.
Well, if you'd land an Ash ulti, I could say that.
Yeah.
Oof, that was savage. I feel bad about that one, but there is a 6K gold lead for Predictive Gaming in this. Towers are evened out. But the kills are not being 9 kills ahead, 16-7, 1 Drake ahead on this Infernal map. CS differentials around. The Lucian is going to be about 30 CS up on the Orianna, but on the same time, 45 CS up for this Caitlyn over the Ashe.
Which is a larger number.
Crazy. Also, just pointing out, Thresh has like 23 CS more than a Lux. Crazy.
Ooh, that is also a large number.
Has nothing to do with
the
support
item. that choice there. Yeah.
not at all.
So question mark pings being put up around the not the dragon. That's the top side dragon. The dragon on the top side of the map.
That
also
big one, the big snake.
Yeah, also known as the Nasher Baron for some people.
Right. Some people just shorten it to Baron though too. And some people don't even care about Baron itself. They only care about calling it Baron buff.
Yeah.
Gonna go ahead, flash forward, catch the Lux.
Okay,
Pixel Wolf going down.
Pixel, yeah. Pixel just getting absolutely soloed out there. Like, they're going to particularly kill Pixel.
There's the Ash Arrow landed by
I'm a baby girl. Yeah.
Gonna go ahead, gonna find the cookies, gonna find the Fox. Ash gonna be picked up on the backside. Sincere gonna go ahead, catch the hook onto the Silas. That's gonna save Frost's life. Orianna TPs in the backside, picks up a double kill. And that will be another ace for Predictive Gaming, this time only going 2 for 5, but are going to crack open this base at 24 minutes, 15 seconds. There's the action we're looking for.
Sincere is doing incredible. 0-2 and 18. Look at this bot lane. 19 and 18 kilobomb for the Kate and Thresh respectively. Of the 21 kills, this bot lane has been absolutely super involved and everything that is making Predictive Gaming win this game.
Yeah, that kill participation is high. I do have a math minor, but I don't have a math major, so I cannot do that percentage in my head. I mean, it's about 90%. It's over 90% for Caitlyn.
It's large.
Caitlin's sitting about 92%.
It is over 90%. Yeah.
If I had to guess,
The one for Thresh should be easier because it's divisible by 3, but I don't think 6 out of 7 doesn't really help me out much.
6 out of 7, it's 16.7% per point. If you want to do that
you
math.
just take 100 minus 16.7%, and you have like an 83.3%.
There you go, perfect. That's what we got here. We bring you math stats.
Yeah, we got math stuff out here. I was kind of a math minor. I don't know, engineering major, computer engineering major, which means I have to sort of have a math minor.
I'm an accounting major, so
yeah,
it kind of. Yeah, but we can do everything but count. The A count. And you get it? Great accounting jokes, man. That's all I got for you. I'm gonna go ahead and look at the differentials here. 21-9 in kills, 46,000 to 38,000. Gonna be sitting on an 8K gold lead for Predictive Gaming, 2 dragon lead, but make that possibly 2 tower lead, 1 dragon lead. They're going to go ahead and trade that dragon for the Baron. Might have evened up the dragon count, but not going to even up this Baron count. It's going down. The smite secures it.
Really good attempt by Pixel there.
Going ahead. I'm a baby girl looking to find something. Maybe has an Ash Arrow here. Gonna go ahead. Nunu finding the Orianna. There's the Ash Arrow. I'm a baby girl. Gonna hit it onto that Orianna right after she flashes out of there. Sly going on the backside, sacrificing himself for the greater good.
Yeah, I was like, no way he's out this time.
But the cavalry is coming. You have the bot lane coming in here. Caitlyn needs to be able to auto attack. The ult coming in from Jaw, and that's just disgusting amounts of damage. Double kill for the Orianna. Kill for Maokai. Kill for the legendary Caitlyn. 12-1 and 11. 23 kills and 22 kills participated in respectively for that bot lane out of the 25 that have been had. And they're going to go ahead and march it down, and that's probably just going to be the end of the game. Silas can find what he's looking for. The Orianna ult. Does he have a ball to send it in? I don't know. I think he just has to be the ball himself. Too late. We won't find out. That will be game 1 going over to Predictive Gaming over Dirt. 25-10 in kills, 12K gold lead at the end, 5 towers to none, even Drakes, but had that Baron buff.
Sincere problem. I guess you can say that it is a sincere difference. Man, 2 great support players, 2 days in a row. I think Coach Kirk and Sincere Support are definitely competing for like the top 2 supports in BTL. Sincere Support, absolutely incredible. Frostbite, of course, doing his thing in the bot lane as always, doing the most damage in the game, followed up by Jaw, followed up closely by the Lucian, who tried his absolute best.
No, and I didn't even have to make any ballsy jokes this game for the Orianna in the mid lane. Favorite thing to do. The vision score, pretty good for both teams. The control wards, everyone purchased one. I have to look at it every game. Everyone must purchase a control ward or you get flamed by me.
That's very fair. Very fair.
You got your chance to get the water. I'm going to take mine right now.
All right, sounds good. To us, making it Sincere Support. All right, so looks like we already have a lobby going, so we'll get the pro draft and all that stuff going, and we'll be back for game 2. Predictive Gaming taking game 1. Okay. Okay. Hello. Are you back?
Yep,
Are we here?
I am. I'm ready.
Here we are for game 2 between Predictive Gaming and Dirt Team. Dirt Team now on the blue side, Predictive Gaming now on the red side. Got to get started here with the bands real quick. I think is Brote back in the lineup for this game? Or is he here?
I think Brote is back in the lineup.
Wait. What happened to band losses?
Did we ever figure out the E-sub situation?
So, ESUB situation. They agreed not to lose bands with each other. Okay, and we are keeping that. Samosas in the FedEx. All right, so the teams made a handshaking agreement to not make each other lose bands for the E-subs. The E-sub situation. So the reason why this lineup is legal is because Chrono Break Blade was gold whenever they joined the team. There, you see that they're plat 4-0 LP currently. Whenever they joined the team,
Yes.
they were gold players. So with 2 gold players,
Ah,
the 2 high elo and low, the 2 high diamond, 1 low diamond lineup actually is legal. So yes, a lot of me being quiet last game was me doing lots. So everyone has changed their name, right? So Chrono Break Blade has changed both his IGN in game and his name on Discord, so that it's completely different than whenever I first looked up the player. Whenever they first filled out a player application, so I have to ask lots of questions like, who is this person? And what were they originally? And same with I'm a Baby Girl had a different account that they signed up with. I'm a Baby Girl is not their main account. Their main account was in fact Diamond 3 last season. That is now has the IGN Kenzo, which is different than the IGN. I think it had Lingerie was the IGN earlier. And like it's just like say with Shifo. Shifo changed his name too. It was just super confusing. That was a lot of me being quiet. Was just looking like I had like a million tabs open on my other browser right now. But I figured it out. It's fine. We're good. It's just confusing. Here we are in the game too. It looks like Predictive Gaming gets their thresh back. We I guess we just stayed not respecting the thresh, huh? Just forever and ever. No one will ever respect the thresh. Is what I'm seeing. Because this man literally gets thresh every game, performs on it every time, and they're like, it's fine. I guess so. I guess it's fine. Like, it's fine. And we're gonna see the Senna as well. The Senna is something else that was commonly banned away from him, as we saw a lot of since he's played a lot of Senna games. But now they're playing Senna and Thresh, so I'm assuming we'll see Frostbite on the Senna.
sorry, momentarily had to step away again.
No problem.
I did hear everything you're talking about, though. Thresh coming back.
Yeah. Don't call it
I guess-
comeback.
Pixel's confident with that Morgana Black Shield.
I guess so. We'll have to see. The Senna Thresh being picked up too. Also, a Lilia. I don't think we've seen a Lilia jungle yet. We did see, very unfortunately, we did see a Lilia top lane being played by the top laner of Mamba Mentality. Mark did play Lilia top. It did okay in lane, and then later
It
I was
wasn't
like,
Maokai.
yeah, and later like I don't like what's the team? I don't what's the end game plan here? I mean, it did all right, but I don't know. I don't think it's. I mean, it was interesting. But well, I'll be interested to see Lilia in the jungle.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're looking at Dirt Team, I think they assume it's going to be in the jungle, still banning that Irelia out. I guess it's still
banning some more jaw mid laners, and yeah, we're gonna see a top laner played by Brote. The man. It's back to play another tank in the top lane. This game we have Sion. I always enjoy seeing a Sion. I appreciate what Sion brings to the team. I love easy to pull off engages. I love big tanky frontliners. I do enjoy seeing a Sion in general. I think he's almost always good. Like, it's never like a bad time to have a Sion.
Right. I'm interested to see what they're going to put Jaw on this game into that Galio. Maybe not into a Galio, though. It's into Yone. Something along that nature. We'll see what happens. Tom Kench equals Yone. So Tom Kench is actually a Yone. Interesting. All right, so their team comp is actually Yone, Nidalee, Galio, Ash, Morgana. That's a lot less tank than I thought was going to be there, but I guess makes more sense. We're going to go ahead and see the Silas out on the other side, though. Ja going to pick up that Silas for himself, play it right into that either Galio or Yone. The Galio ult could be disgusting. The Yone ult could be disgusting. Both on Silas. Nidalee, not that great of an ult for Silas. Morgana, a great ult for Silas. And Asher, a great ult for Silas. A wonderful team comp to play Silas into. So you're gonna have on Predictive Gaming side, Scion, Liliana. There you go, Sly. Silas, Senna, and Thresh. And it's kind of interesting at this point. All the pressure is on the Dirt team now. Predictive Gaming has relieved a lot of that pressure, going up 1-0 in this series. Make it 2-0 would be great for them. But we'll see if that's something that they're gonna do. But they have seemed to draft the Senna Thresh, a very powerful bot lane, especially when Sincere is piloting that Thresh, but Ash Morgana also. On the flip side, easily just black shielding Thresh's engage, but Senna can just hit the W onto the next person. And we'll see how those combos come out and how the black shield play around goes into that matchup.
Sorry, I just had a mini panic attack. Someone sent me like some link to some meme. I was in the middle of streaming. I like clicked on it and it opened in my browser, but opened in the wrong browser. Opened in the browser that was being shown to the entire stream. And
oh, nice.
Luckily, it was just the meme. It was just the meme. I hate you, Maddie. I hate you. I hate you so much.
It was just a meme.
Luckily, it was just to me. Cause I was like, I actually had a panic attack. I like freaked out when I realized. When I realized, wait, this is in the wrong. This is in the Pro Draft browser, and like I have like a different browser up on my other screen. I hate it. I'm so mad.
I need to see this meme now. Bring that meme back up.
It was not even a good one. It was a terrible one, honestly.
Never mind.
It was meh. It was like I literally clicked on it and I was like, seen it before.
Oh shit. Oh, I see your lovely typing. Oh geez.
Yeah. No, I was concerned. But the Yone is very interesting. The Tom Kenzie said equal Yone, and that'll be a Yone top lane locked in by Chrono Breakable, that's definitely his name used to be T1 Echo. You can see that he still has the Echo tag as his club tag.
Mm-hmm.
So we're seeing a Yone in the top lane. Is that a Nidalee jungle? I didn't even realize that was a Nidalee jungle locked in the round 5 for Dirt team. Waiting until the end of the draft to lock in Nidalee jungle for their high elo jungler. So we'll see if Bosnia, who was on the new last game, can perform. I mean, I think Nidalee is such a bold pick and competitive. Like you have to pop off on Nidalee for her to be relevant, right? Like it has. You
can build the scenes, I guess, and just go.
But it's still not that effective as compared. Like you have to be so ahead. I feel in order to what does take Nidalee do? You can't like build take Nidalee. I feel like you have to use Nidalee's early game. There was almost a calamity. Yes, there was almost a calamity. And Maddie, I would have hated you forever. By the way, you would have been blocked in every way, shape, or form. I would have just hated you. I would have never talked to you again.
You would have had to make a new Twitch channel.
I would have had to make a new Twitch channel. Yeah, I would like just everything, just all the things that could have happened. Oh my god.
Well, we are okay. Did not happen.
Yeah, just opened up some lame meme on stream.
But you know what? It was an alright meme. I've seen it before as well.
Yeah,
it's a good meme, but it's not as good the more times.
It's an old meme.
Yeah.
New champs. Yeah, we have both Lilia and Yone being played here. Both of the champions are allowed in BTL now, as they have been out for more than a patch.
Can we put him back to band status? Because that
We've only
is
seen
disgusting.
one Yone game, I think, so far that was played in the when that Mamba Mentality got over Ape Chimp. So I mean, I guess the champion that was played by Expo. I guess the champion piloted by Expo against Ape Chimps was pretty strong. Ape Chimps did not seem to enjoy it. They definitely did ban it. I think Comfy Gaming also banned Yone every game. So they did not see Expo on it. That would be the only
Wow.
champion that Expo would have played twice if they would have let him. But
What do
nope.
you do with Yone into Scion though?
I do not know enough about Yone's kit to know how he does. Like I don't really know his matchups. You know.
I guess he builds like armor pen, but
Mm-hmm. I'm still focused on this. Like I don't think I've seen a Nidalee jungle picked in like multiple seasons of BTL. I don't think I've seen Nidalee jungle. It's just so bold.
I
Like
mean,
you have to be so like I'm. This guy must be like really pog on this champion. Like he had to pop off. I feel. You
yeah, I
have to
guess. I
make use
mean,
of that early game.
bringing out the secret one trick apparently.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, like, I guess maybe Lilia as a jungler that you can maybe punish. Like, you certainly have more damage than Lilia early game if you can like find down and get those kills early as Nidalee. Like Nidalee is so aggressive, you can like really pull it up. I feel like, dude, because I try to play Nidalee jungle on my Smurf account, right? I try to Smurf on Nidalee because
mhm.
I feel like I can't legitimately play Nidalee at my actual elo.
Well, yeah,
Because she's a really fun champion if you get far ahead on her. If you can get a pop off game, oh, it feels amazing. But otherwise,
she's
it
really
feels
not fun.
awful. It feels terrible. Otherwise, it feels you feel so useless if you're not ahead. It is ridiculous. So yeah,
Right.
that
I
was.
mean,
Whew.
you're really high on this Nidalee. I'm high on this Silas pick for Jaw. There are 4 wondrous ultis for Jaw to be able to be taken on the
Oh
other side.
yeah, that's very true. Ooh, the
It,
Galio ulti that'd be super cool.
the
The
Yone ulti
the
as an AP scaling,
oh yeah, that'd be very
AP scaling
interesting.
Yone ult. The Morgana ult, obviously. Ash arrow, you're gonna send arrows at people. Like, there's almost no bad ultis that he can take. There will always be a good ulti available to him. So we'll be looking to him to carry, looking to the Lilia to carry, Liliana, if Sly Red Fox is listening. And a it's a long story, but the Senna will put out a lot of damage, but more there for the healing factor, I'm guessing.
Mhm.
As much as I like Senna, I can never just picture her as an ADC.
Yeah, yeah. See, it also it feels to me. It always feels like a really late game scaling type of thing. Like I understand that she's a
Mm-hmm.
monster later and that she scales really well, but it feels like, oh, you're really giving for like just the early game. You're not really going to be there for a bit. It's really going to take a while to kind of ramp up. I don't think you'll be able to really have the early game pressure that an Ash will be able to. I think Ash will
Right.
be do more earlier, but I mean, Senna has some things, but I mean, she scales like a
She has a
monster.
Thresh. She is sincere on
Yeah.
on a Thresh.
Yeah, you do
So
have Sincere on Thresh. We'll see how the Morgana does against that Thresh. Morgana played well, can really counter the Thresh, but Pixel.
but
I
can you
think
counter the
Pixels.
stun from Senna too?
Yeah. Oh, that's not very true. A lot of
There's a lot
CC
to
in
play
that
around.
bot lane. I guess there is. I mean, yeah, maybe with this bot lane, the Senna can pop off.
We'll see. I played with a Senna earlier today. I decided to pick Karma with it, and it was actually disgusting. We were playing into what were we playing into? I think it was an Ash Zyra, and we just decimated that lane. I don't know. The amount of damage I could pump out on Karma gives Senna that ability to be aggressive early. And Senna healed the Karma up enough to allow to be aggressive. So we'll see where this one's gonna go. We're in the loading screen finally. Ash, you don't have a skin, baby girl. Get one, please.
Yeah. You're too good
Jaw.
on your Smurf to not have a skin. You don't have a skin even on the Smurf. I mean, come on.
I mean, Jaw's on his main and doesn't even have a skin. Come on.
Oh my God. The Jaw. Let's see. Oh, Jaw's level 5 on this champion too. What's your excuse? You played the champ at
I
least a little bit.
I mean, they do have a Pulse Fire Thresh Prestige and a bordered Spirit Blossom Lilia.
Ooh, true,
So,
true, true.
I mean, that probably makes up for the missing skin. Like,
Oh,
Spirit Blossom
this
Lilia's
man's
not
already
even bordered.
level 5 on Lilia. The most the
He's
most
played it
mastery
a fair
points in the game is the Nidalee, and let me say that's the champion that you want to see a lot of mastery points on. Like you don't want to see him locking Nidalee have like no mastery points. You're like, you're really trolling.
I
You're
mean, he's
really
trolling.
trolling.
He only has half the amount of mastery points I have on Gnar.
Oh, okay.
He's trolling,
hmm
obviously. No. Yeah, you're going ahead looking at it. He has even more mastery points than Sincere. How does that happen?
I still can't believe I messed up with opening a link on the wrong browser, like on the wrong
It
site.
happens to the
Yeah,
best.
yeah, it happens, but Jesus.
We talking about this Dark Harvest on Nidalee right now, though. Like those spears are gonna hurt.
I guess I would expect like electrocute, but I guess Dark Harvest is not bad either. I feel like electrocute just like more goes towards that like that early game pressure I expect them to lead to exert.
Yeah, I guess Dark Harvest gives Nidalee a late game.
Yeah,
Kind of.
I guess, but you still kind of have to be ahead. I mean, who cares?
Yeah,
I don't
I got 3 Dark Harvest stacks. Throw a spear.
know.
But yeah, wait, why does Shifu not have an icon for me?
Yes, same.
Just- what the heck, Shifu? How do you do that? I want to know. I don't want an icon anymore. I gotta figure it out. I own too many icons now, though. None of them necessary.
Swim Boy 9,999 and 1. Thank you for the follow.
Swim boy. All right, there it is. You even get the shout out from Magnum Buck. What are you gonna do now? Go ahead.
Ooh,
We're
you
gonna
know what I did
start.
not do? I did not update the scores, so I'm gonna update the scores in the background, and we'll get the
I-
we'll
You're
get
gonna
the
miss out on
overlay.
this early
No,
game.
I'll be watching. I'm
invade.
just updating the overlay. It's fine. I'm here.
All right.
Let me help you think for yourself.
Well, Silas throwing out the quotes now. That was weird.
Your master, like the lapdog.
Going ahead, looking in onto this blue buff. The invade not gonna be found. Slide dodging the spear.
It's not a good start. You can't have people dodging that spear. Those spears need to hit.
Yeah. There will be a little bit of vision there, but I think she's gonna go ahead and start red anyway. So as long as they can avoid that vision, I don't think they're gonna have any good information if you're the red side or blue side here. Yeah, you can't actually see the blue buff. Yeah. So decent ward. Could have been a much better ward if he had just put it a little bit farther up, though. Do have the ward on the raptor pit, though. Going ahead, looking at matchups. You got 2 high scaling AP junglers. Both of them technically melee. Job putting a lot of damage down on this Galio early. Not going to wait for him to hit level 2. Bosnia looking in the backside, already looking for the gank. Go ahead, find nothing. Lilia going for that full clear. A lot slower than the Nidalee clear. Ja going in. Gonna go ahead, dodge the spear out. Gonna have to run. There's the flash for flash. Nidalee not going to be able to find it. Picks up that Dark Harvest stack, though. First one of the game.
Okay. I mean, this is exactly what I need to see Nidalee do for me to believe. For me to believe that this is not troll, I need to see that. I need to see that happening.
Here comes Nidalee. She does not have a flash now, though. Gonna go ahead, fight here. Jaw's gonna be here on the backside. Picking her up, gonna go the flash from, gonna pick up Jaw. First blood going over to Bosnia. Bosnia, the flash, gonna pick up 1 for 1, but that is now 2 for 1 in favor of Dirt Team.
Okay, Nidalee doing her thing, having 100% kill involvement so far, does die, but able to pick up the first blood and the kill. I mean, again, what we need to see.
Yeah, you know, just trading there. Gonna have to fight at some point, both getting their jungle items. Otherwise, not too much action happening on the field. Rift, whatever you want to call it. Something. Brote already out of mana up here in the top lane. Both people have chugged their pots. He might just go ahead back and get that early recall in. Like I was going to say at the beginning of the game, then too many things happened. It is going to be a Mountain Drake up here first. So we will not have a Mountain Soul. We'll have the ability. Slide Red Fox coming in for a gank here on Shifu. Going ahead, not noticing where their jungle is. Let's see what happens. Gonna go ahead, take Shifu down, but will Sly go down on the backside? He will, but will Jaw be able to pick up Bosnia here as Chrono Break coming in? Gonna save his mid lane jungler's life, I should say. Not much more to be had.
Okay, 2-1. Okay, this is what we need to be seeing.
Getting those Dark Harvest stacks.
Well, for sure. Maybe it's OP. Maybe. I mean, obviously the guy knows more about the champion than I do. He definitely knows what he's doing. He's like D2 60% win rate. So I mean, I assume Bosnia knows what they're doing. I'm just like, oh, really? That's just such a bold pick. You really got to
going for Jaw again. Misses the spear just barely. Going for it though. Jaw is. He's level 5 to the level 4 and probably just gonna shut down 450 gold over to Jaw.
Yes, he's so squishy.
He's still squishy. Sly. Probably gonna have free reign to this dragon over here. That will be the 3rd stack picked up on the Dark Harvest for the Nidalee. But all the vision there is seeing red as Predictive Gaming has all the vision around the Drake right now. Well, now it doesn't look like there's that easy of a trade when you got just a Doran's Blade versus 2 cloth armor. Possibly baiting something here for Nidalee to gank again. Will be her 4th gank of the game if she goes ahead and chooses to do such. She will. Gonna go ahead. That's gonna land there. Black Shield coming out late from Pixel Wolf. Sincere gonna go ahead. Frostbite's gonna head. Flash on that Senna. Gonna go ahead. Sincere also gonna be forced to flash. Gonna be jumped on by the Nidalee. Nidalee gonna pick it up. Go up to 3, 2, and 1. Galio stolen by Jaw right now. Jaw is level 6 to the level 5 of Galio. Sly Red Fox going for the gank onto Chrono Break. Gonna be ultied. Gonna get the flash out of him though, as he may not be long for this world. Is burning down slowly, will burn to death. That's the pickup. Trade kill on the other side of the map. Putting Lily up to 2-2.
Yeah, both the junglers. I feel like whenever one jungler is super aggressive and doing a lot of things early, it just kind of forces the other jungler's hands. Because like your team's like, yo, bro, what are you doing? Look at their jungler. They're popping off. You got to do something. So you kind of like, I think one jungler being aggressive and ganking a lot kind of forces the other jungler to try and do the same, right?
Yeah.
Like you can't just let the other jungler just like run up in your lanes and you're not doing anything while you're just farming. So both junglers here having a lot of kill involvement. 75% for Sly Red Fox, 100% so far for Bosnia on the
Cyan ultimate coming down the mid lane. Not gonna reach.
Oh, okay.
Shifu suspecting it and backing off respectfully. Maybe a gank here though. They're gonna be spotted by that control word. I'm gonna go ahead and have to just take it out. How long does that Galio stay on Silas? I don't remember anymore.
I don't even know.
I think it's like, I can look at this. I don't know why I ask questions. Well, it's no longer there.
So less time than
Less
than,
time
than
than
when
what
he
I
got it to now. Yeah.
40. God dang it! Why is it not letting me do the thing? I don't care about other trades happening right now. I want to read this.
Yeah, up in top lane, we just see him like trading back and forth, hitting each other a little bit, do some stuff. Yarnay pinging that his ultimate will be up in 17 seconds. Perhaps trying to give a nudge, nudge, wink, wink to the jungler that maybe in 17 seconds you can come up for a gank.
Right. It looks like I think 90 seconds is how long you can hold on to an ulti for
Oh, that's pretty nice.
as Silas. Thresh going ahead, hitting the hook. Jaw gonna be
sincere.
going ahead. There's the flash out of the Galio. Has the Nimbus cloak, now we know. Gonna get himself out of there. Nidalee already on the backside looking for a gank. Jaw ready to go in. Pixel Wolf there, though. Gonna get the binding down. There's the Galio. Jaw flashing out. Gonna pick up a double kill for Bosnia here. Gonna just go ahead, heal herself, jump on out, putting her up to 4, 2, and 2.
100% kill involvement continues.
Dun dun dun.
Wait. I was like, wait, why do I still hear the golden
Oh,
effect?
she is going to sleep. Flash forward, Galio, you're dead. Trade kill back. Now a 2-for-1 in favor of Dirt.
Oh no, Tina, you missed the
Cross.
betting window.
Going ahead. There's the TP coming out of Jaw. That's going to be the ultimate. Gonna pick up the Pixel Wolf there on that Morgana. Jaw not long for this world, though. Gonna go down himself.
Wait, Nidalee's bugged. Wait, do you hear that? On every time we look at Nidalee, I hear the sound of the of the stopwatch. I hear the stopwatch sound. just
Oh my god, I
constantly
do
Nidalee.
too.
Oh my god, no.
No.
Every single time Nidalee's on screen.
Oh, I mean, maybe when she dies, it will fix it. But up until that point,
Yeah.
we'll have to find out. Too many champions have that same kind of noise. There's trading going in the top lane. Brote able to trade just as much damage back onto Chrono Break.
Yeah, it looked like Yone was doing so much, and Sion was just standing there. And didn't
Yone
even care.
doesn't only have attack speed. Still only the damage is the door it's played.
And Sion
Josh
was
still
just-
having that Ash arrow. We'll see what he chooses to do with it. We now know he has a timer on that. And if he hadn't have died, I would have actually paid attention, confirmed the 90-second. But alas, that did not happen. Does hold a small farm lead here in the mid lane. Nidalee holding a large farm lead as in addition to that extra kill. Ash arrow coming down to the bot lane, trying to hit Ash with their own stun. Not going to happen. Ja going ahead, trading back, trading really poorly at this point. Going
oh my
down to
god,
quarter
Galio just obliterating him in that trade.
I mean, his W, the heals that he was having, gosh dang it.
Oh
That's
no,
stupid.
we're back.
Chrono Break coming in on the backside, this Nidalee. We'll see if we find anything here. The ultimate coming out. That's going to go ahead, just take,
Another
rotate down.
kill for
Sly Red
Bosnia.
Fox.
This could
might
be
just
another
go
one.
Down. Pixel Wolf picking this one up.
Getting that one. So now no longer has a 100% kill involvement. I guess one happened that Bosnia was not a part of, but is 8 out of 9 right now.
Yeah, there's the healing that Ja was looking for in those earlier trades. He just hit a minion last time. Feels bad. Here comes the enemy team.
It's like,
looking
will
for
the mid
another-
laners respect the recall? No. they're
Yep.
not.
Well, the mid laners did, but Yon said
that's
not
true.
today.
That's true.
I think Morgano is also there to have something to say about it.
Nobody
But
seems to be
alas,
playing
Relatively even game. It's 1.5K gold lead at 12 minutes. Not too much. Not anything insurmountable by any means.
Oh god, that demolished.
2 plates for him.
Yeah.
That's an entire kill up there for him. 320 gold.
Look at him just walk away.
Pirate Fox gonna get flashed upon. Dodges the spear, but burns down to the red buff.
Burn. And
Burn,
the level
baby,
7
burn.
mastery.
Flexing it.
Yeah, he is ahead as is necessary.
Ban my Kazakhs. I'm gonna play Nidalee. Rotate, not able to trade back nearly as much damage. Still only a
He's
Zeal
trying
now.
so hard. It's
many
funny
auto
to
attacks.
see Yone trying so hard. Look at all these abilities looking so cool, and Sion just stands there and just does not take damage.
No. Has the ninja tabby, all those auto attacks you do, and reduced by 12%
Yeah,
damage.
Sion's just chilling.
And then everyone else on the map.
Ooh, look at how aggressive this Nidalee is.
Send
being right
ulti.
here. But it's
Galley
going to
ult.
miss some things.
Well,
Oh,
that's a
oh,
shutdown to
punish for
Silent.
their hubris.
Oh, but the ulti coming out from the Yone gonna pick up a double kill. Shifu might trying to run away from this Scion. Scion's life after death. Gonna not pick up anything. Sly Red Fox spotted out on the ward there. I don't know if this is the fight you want. You do not have ulti. Gonna go ahead, get flashed upon, and right back out goes Yone, right to that red buff.
Okay, well, I guess that ended up working out for the Nidalee.
Ash Arrow down on the Frost. Frost gonna be taken really low. Gonna go ahead, taken down. I'm a baby girl. Gonna go ahead down. Sincere burning down as well. Probably not long. Pixel Wolf picking that one up with the Ignite.
Well played.
15-7 now.
Yeah.
2 dragons to none, and probably first tower gonna be going down here mighty soon down there in that bot lane. This Nidalee just putting so much pressure on the map.
Yeah,
The 17,
absolute
the
work.
scalar.
Exactly what you need to do if you're gonna pick this Nidalee. I mean, I didn't doubt him. I was like, it's bold, but I didn't doubt that they would be able to put in the work. Like I said, I look at their account. They're crazy high, They're really good players. Coming in and e-subbing tonight.
And go ahead. There's that first tower I was talking about. Pushes them up to a 4K gold lead. Chase Jaw around the map. Shifu gonna get tankier, gonna be able to withstand this Silas. On the other side, I don't necessarily like the purchase coming out. I would have rather seen a Warden's Mail, maybe something of that nature, slow down a lot of these auto attacks coming in from the Yone. That's a personal preference, though. In the top lane, Sunfire Cape does do its job. Gonna go ahead, see what we're gonna see. Rift Herald spawned in the mid lane. Gonna go ahead, Jaw getting hit by a binding, not gonna be taken anywhere. And I don't think this is even gonna pick up the tower. Nope, but the rest of the team does pick up that tower as Nidalee is gonna go in, swipe at it a few times in cap form. Nidalee, super dangerous. The question becomes, what's the response from Predictive Gaming here? It looks like Dirt Team has found their footing here. That spear just did almost half of Frost's health bar. Awesome.
Yeah, Nidalee is ahead.
Ahead 6-3 and 5, only has 7,800 gold. No one else in the game has over 7,000, and very few have over 6. Asher gonna go ahead, hit the Thresh, gonna just get healed up, but they're just taking this tower and no one's responding yet. Predictive Gaming not able to just go in on them. Sion gonna be on that backside, gonna pick up Pixel Wolf gonna go ahead, hit the stopwatch. That's gonna be a dead Thresh though on that side. Nidalee gonna go ahead, get shut down by Frostbite. Asleep Betty by time for the Ash. Ash not actually gonna go ahead and fall as Lily is gonna actually be taken down herself. Jaw gonna go in. There's the knock up. Frostbite gonna kill the Galio. That's going to be a Silas down, though. Jaw going down. And that will end that fight. 3 for 2 in favor of Dirt. One had Ash just barely not dying there. One auto attack would have killed her. Lilia thinking the burn damage might have just killed her, but did not.
For 2? There's still 2 people left alive on both sides. Wait, did someone die and respawn? Or is it 2 for 2?
Thresh died in respawn.
Oh, Thresh died and respawn. Okay.
That was such a long fight. Thresh died
Yeah,
in
it
respawn.
was.
Gonna go ahead. They were starting up that Drake Scion. They're TP'd in. Gonna delay that and possibly just force it over for themselves. Chrono Break waiting in the wings along with Pixel Wolf here. He's going ahead and auto attacking the dragon, possibly just to heal up a little bit. Scion's super tanky. Dragon's not the issue here. Here comes Jaw on this Silas. Gonna make it a 5v5. Gonna go ahead, see what ultis he can pick up for this fight. Gonna pick up Chrono Breaks. Gonna use that ultimate, though, taking down the Morgana on the backside, taking down the... There's gonna go down the Ashe. 3 kills now for none. That's gonna be 4 kills for 1. 4 kills for 1 now. Bosnia is gonna pick up another one. Gonna get hit by the hook, though.
Oh
Gonna
my
be
god!
up.
Wait,
Gonna
is
pick
this
up the
triple
Fire Red
kill?
Fox
What is this
quadra kill.
quadra kill? From the
Javi-
Nidalee?
Only person left alive on this map. Technically a win for Predictive Gaming, going 4 for 5. Whew. I think the gold goes in favor of Predictive Gaming, even if they only go 4 for 4 because of the shutdowns. John not going to be able to tank that.
He's
especially
trying
with
his
the TP
best.
coming in from Chrono. Chrono gonna go ahead and try and match him. Probably gonna find him.
Look at that! Look at that speed! He's so fast.
Flashes over the wall,
Ooh.
picks up the kill.
Imagine if we saw Nidalee pentakill there. That would have been insane. I mean, even the quadra kill is still pretty insane. That'd be a pretty good clip if anyone would like to go back and clip that.
Hint, hint.
Yeah, hint. Shout out to Alt
Pick it
Tab,
up.
please.
And I think they're gonna go ahead and just pick up their 3rd Drake of the game, dominating this Drake pickup, Drake play. And you know, if you're Predictive Gaming, you might just, as much as I don't want to look towards game 3, it might be a possibility here. You're still looking to scale up. You're still looking to do what you need to do.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't count them out. I think they're close enough in this game, and I think their scaling actually is superior. That's probably me just still saying that. I mean, Nidalee is very far ahead, but eventually Nidalee will not be able to just kill everybody. The front line of Scion is so huge, such a massive tanky person, and and Senna is a scaling monster, an absolute scaling monster.
But
I
the
would literally
question
like
is,
to
are
see.
they going to get there?
Yeah,
As
exactly.
we are
It's
only
about if they're
20
gonna
minutes
get
in
there.
the game.
Mhm.
It's the Cloud Soul. Nidalee's going to run fast. Yon's going to
Very
go
true.
fast. Galio's going to go fast. Ash will be able to follow up on her arrows, and Morgana will be able to keep her ultimate on people. Such a good thing for them. The Senna ult coming out, not going to help.
Ooh, but the Nidalee does continue to pick up kills. The Nidalee is very strong right now. That quadra kill in that last team fight definitely helps the Nidalee, now sitting at 3 items, very far ahead.
Most definitely at 12, 5, and 6. The only person with a shutdown in this game of 500 gold. Kill her, you get 800 gold to yourself. We'll see what happens. Will they get hit by the binding? No one following up. We see Senna starting to be able to do the healing that she needs to do to try and keep the team alive. Going ahead, looking at, and necessarily, I wouldn't say look at the gold differential, but look at the gold differential. That Nidalee, 11,400 gold. The next highest person on the map is Yon with 8,500. That is a 3,000 gold lead on any other member of the game. Actually, I take that back. Silas is at 8,600.
But still,
But
yeah.
Same difference. About a 3,000 gold lead on the next person on the map. Already completing the Zonias. Already completing the Lichbane. Silas only having a... Well, I guess he could have 2 items right now, but he has chosen to go with Oblivion Orb and Haunted Guys, which is what I do on Vel'Koz support. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Best build A and A.
Oblivion Orb, and Haunting Guys. Is that what you said?
Yeah, you as a support, you want those passives, but you don't have the income.
Okay, that's fair.
So you go ahead and then you can complete which one. I also will take Sork Shoes and go ahead and find the best opportunities to upgrade what I want, along with Leandri's Torment, or Luden's Echo, not Leon. Gonna go ahead and start up the Baron here from the Nidalee Ash combo. Gonna be
gonna get
out.
spotted out. Yeah.
Gonna go ahead, have to back off of it. Predictive will have to check. Will dodge the arrow. Not gonna dodge the arrow there from Sly though. Gonna be Mercale's Crucible picked up by the Thresh, saving Sly's life.
The Nidalee is hooked.
Here's the double Galio ulti coming in on both sides. Gonna pick up, gonna be on the I'm a Baby Girl on the backside. Gonna go ahead, double kill for the Yone. Nidalee picking up, cleaning up on the backside. Brote down, Ace cleaning for the side of
damage
Dirt.
carries are doing damage.
That is an base. The game is not slowing down for Predictive to be able to do that super scaling. 29 to 14, 9k gold lead. Probably going to be a 10k gold lead by the time this tower goes down, this inhib goes down. 6 seconds on Frost. Gonna go ahead, Nidalee and Galio gonna start up that Baron themselves. Gonna pick up that inhibitor, breaking it open. 24 minutes in the game. I feel like I said that last game.
When Solitude is the ultimate before you and you die. What an amazing.
A lot more kills. Dirt using their aggressive early game to just be able to push forward harder and harder into this game. The Yone, not necessarily something that you're wanting to see be fed. 108, 2 and 7. As much as we've talked about this Nidalee, he's doing work there on the backside, even more than he probably is.
And like now, that's a champion that I am afraid for late game. Like that champion, just like his brother, will just absolutely dominate a game. Like Nidalee at some point will fall off. Yone, I don't see it happening. Yone will just get more and more powerful. Already hitting the 100% crit chance with the passive that his brother also has.
Oh my god. That is a terrible passive. Stop giving.
Yeah, double crit chance. Woo!
Gonna go ahead and pick up the Cloud Soul for themselves. 11k gold lead now for Dirt game. And they're gonna go ahead and look to do this the right way. Gonna push towers. Gonna go ahead probably take that tier 2 on their own. Getting the hook. Not gonna get anything more. Might almost take a spear to the face though. Brote taking that out. Yone gonna go ahead and ulti in. Senna up too far.
Someone is just deleted. Where did Senna go?
3 are going to be drowsy. That is going to be a hit onto the pixel, but that is just the support. Unfortunate for Predictive Gaming is this is going bad to worse to ugly, as they are now going to go ahead and be chased down. Yone's just going to go all the way back to his shadow for no good reason. Jaw gonna live another day. Lilia not gonna live another day. Ooh, just barely is the Nidalee. No health, no mana. No mana to heal herself. No health to survive, but does somehow make it out. That is a shutdown for the Senna right before Dirt's going to pick up their game, sending us to a best of 3 here.
Yeah, now we got ourselves a match. Dirt team pushing Predictive Gaming to game 3.
Who gets side selection here?
Whoever was blue. Game
Blue?
1, the home team. Who was blue
Okay.
game 1?
So Predictive will
Predictive gets
side
side selection. Yes.
Okay.
And probably not a big surprise. Nidalee does the most damage in the game, followed up by the Yone, followed up by the Galio, then the Ashe, and then Silas for Predictive Gaming.
No, how did that? Why would he? I want to see something. Control wards purchased. Senna purchased none. Thresh purchased 1.
Oh wow, that's surprising.
Ash
I guess they were
purchased
just behind on the
none.
back pedal the whole time.
They were. They needed the gold, especially on a support's budget. poor man's budget down there in the thresh roll.
Indeed, indeed. All right, so we will be getting
Yeah.
ready for this next lobby, and we'll be right back. Dude, every single time they say R and then they just go rapid fire every single time.
Right?
Every single they say R, I'm like, okay, I'm ready to switch, and then I look back and they're boom, 6 bands, boom, immediately. Jesus, every time. It looks like Dirt Team does not Predictive Gaming does not respect in Italy. They're like, yeah, that happened. That just happened to us, and it's fine. We're not going to change our bands at all. Get rid of the Kazakhs, get rid of the Echo, get rid of the Kaiser.
The question is, do they pick it? Do you pick the Nidalee again in the first? Because they have to pick it.
Ooh,
In
like
the-
the Dirt Team pick it again?
Yeah,
Yeah, dude. Does Bosnia run it back? Can they make it work 2 games in a row? It's such a polarizing pick to me.
like they do have that counter, the quote unquote counter pick there in the first phase.
Mm-hmm.
If they want to pick the Nidalee there, I don't know if they're wanting to
They
pick.
did pick it last. Yeah, it was a round 5 pick last time by Dirt Team. If we go
It
back
was
that
the
list, yeah.
last pick by Dirt Team.
Yeah, it was.
The J4 gonna come out.
Some more J4 from the Sly Red Fox. Will we see some more Sly getaways from the Sly Red Fox? I really just
Huh?
love that J4 play earlier.
The question is, it looks like Predictive Gaming not afraid of the Nidalee. They're gonna go ahead and say, we just gave early kills over.
And I think J4, I think Nidalee is stronger into junglers that can't fight her earlier. I don't think Lilia can fight her early. I think J4 can.
I think J4 can definitely fight, especially with an Orianna by his
Oh,
side.
for sure, yeah. So I think there was like, you know what? We're not going to respect. There, I see now. Elise is another jungler that is strong early, but has more late game potential and has more flexibility and more utility than the Nidalee. But someone else that he can perform on early game to show his jungle prowess. Ooh, the
There's the
Yone
Yone
band.
respect
That's a
band.
good band.
Not one to see it up in the top lane.
Mm-hmm.
We saw that Elise in game 1 though from Dirt Team, and it didn't really work out for him into the J4. No, it wasn't
Was it
Elise.
Elise?
Why
I was like, wait, what?
did
I
I
was like,
see Elise?
was it Elise? It
Oh,
was
that was in my
it
game
was
mode.
Nunu. It was Nunu.
It was in my match game I played earlier.
Look at their team banning away the Thresh with the last ban. We're gonna see
There it
Sincere
is.
support play a different support here in game 3.
They valued the Orianna over the Thresh, and
Indeed,
maybe
they did.
that is just.
I mean,
They
I think
didn't
it's just
want
that
Thresh
J4
into the Thresh.
Orianna combo can be so potentially so strong.
Right. I mean, like, but is Thresh into Sivir Morgana really gonna work out that well? And there's my girl. Pick it. Pick it. I need it locked in before I say something about it. Holy crap, this is taking forever. I guess there's probably thinking about their top lane pick here.
Mhm.
There it is, the Karma pickup. I'm gonna go ahead play the Ash Karma.
It could be Karma top.
Garen? Garen? Competitive play Garen?
Oh. Was it gonna play it into double spell shield? Yeah, double spell shield for the Thresh. Yeah, perhaps not the best.
Yeah.
Very fair.
I mean, but at least it took away a ban for them if he was already not
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
play
that's true. That's true. Yeah, even if they banned it, but they picked up Morgana Sivir and then banned the Thresh. So I think if you're sincere support, you're just happy that they respect the Thresh so much that they banned it, even if they picked a double spell shield bot lane.
it. Right, and they do pick that Garen. As much as I want to talk about Karma and Ash being one of the strongest poke lanes early, you got a Garen here now to talk about.
And
We'll see
now
what-
their team can pick whatever they want into the Garen because they have not chosen top lane yet.
Right, but at some point, Garen's just going to do what Garen wants to do.
I guess.
I don't know if Camille's the pick here, but we'll see if it ends up being the right one.
I mean,
Garen-
hey, Garen does Garen things. Doesn't bring too much to a team fight. He's a tanky boy. He's pretty. He can he can do some things. He can kill one person. We'll see how that works out for them.
One is better than none, right?
Yeah, that's very true. Can be very annoying to deal with sometimes.
Given a little bit more power over, still going to be a tanky boy.
Mm-hmm.
Super tanky, even with an IE build or a Trinity Force build.
Yeah, he seems to kind of be like the lone out, and from the you see the rest of this team. I don't know. I mean, I guess you can. I mean, they can speed Garen up. Get in there, Garen. Yeah, the Karma and the Orianna. I mean and with the cast potential with the Ash ulti into Garen queuing and Eing and R'ing someone. I mean, there's something.
It's
Garen
all
has
delivery system.
Yeah, Garen has stuff he could do in this comp. Okay, I believe.
And I mean, like, at some point, what are you gonna just auto attack the Garen and try and kill him to death, but like
I mean, I guess so.
I don't know. We'll see what Brote can do up here on this Garen. I've
AR
not
peg
seen
BTW
Garen in a
Nar.
long
What? Huh?
What?
On who? The Camille? The Camille's a Nar. The Camille is not Camille, but is Nar.
Oh,
Camille is
well,
Nar.
no one wrote that.
Yeah, I guess they PM'd it. The captains PM'd it to each other.
Ah,
Yeah.
all right. Well, that's why I was kind of questioning. I mean, Nar is definitely the pick into that.
Yeah, yeah.
As a person who has 500,000 mastery points on Nar, I would say that it is pretty good into Garen. But Garen, if he can play it right early, will win. An early Ninja Tabby build from him. You're just gonna have to wait for him to respect the Nar up to a certain point if he wants to win that lane. Although Merc Treads might be the play of the game here. Galio, Taunt, Elise, Morgana, Nar.
Right.
What? What?
Less exciting. Somebody
Oh.
banned their champion.
Wait, what? What happened there? I was looking away for a second. What happened?
It looks like somebody banned somebody's champion instead of picking it.
Or did someone pick a band champion? Or okay, well, I mean,
I don't know.
Hmm.
No, he must have picked a banned champion. I don't know why.
okay.
Maybe he
Yeah, he's playing Galio, right? Yeah. Did he?
Wait a second. My screen already has the pictures put in.
So does mine.
That's weird.
Oh, Riot.
Rito, fix your client, please.
Dude, the
why
the
don't you
custom
ban
game
first?
spectate client has been so bugged for so long.
What is this bans?
Hmm?
Yon got banned. Ban one. Oh, what? Brote. What is happening?
Okay.
Brote banned their phase 2 champions first.
Oh, he's banning it from right to left instead of from left to right.
Yep. He wants to make it look exactly like the
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
thing, but when you look at the end game, it doesn't.
Yeah. All right, so now, there we go.
Okay.
So now we ban Echo and then Kha'Zix, I'd imagine.
You'd think.
Okay, or you know. Now he's gonna go from left to right.
Oh, okay. I don't know anymore. I guess is that fine? I don't know if it's fine by the rules, but probably.
Get some hits right. Thank you for the follow, Cranu.
Crownu.
At least I imagine that's how it's pronounced. I don't really see many other ways that could be pronounced, but it's not Cranu. Crana. Crana.
Oh, they accidentally locked in the Camille. Got it.
Mm.
Doesn't work.
There we go. This looks right.
Yeah,
He's
the
ready
bands
for
are a
game
little
3
wonky,
now.
but it's fine.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and play some music and go and grab some water, and I'll be back before the game
Yeah,
starts.
you know what? I might grab some water too.
Yeah, we do a lot of talking here, so
It's crazy.
yeah, and maybe not a bad idea. We'll be back. Okay. Should be loading in here soon. Let me cut the music. Get ready for the scene. And of course, you know me, so I didn't update the in-game overlay once again, so we'll be trying to do that again in the background.
Very
Let's
good. Very good. I'm back.
welcome.
Wait,
Good timing.
Guardian Karma? No. Where's the Arcane Comet camera? No, I'm so disappointed in you, Sincere. Like, so disappointed.
It's a lot of
Yeah, the
masters
graph
showing
isn't going to help you too much, there, Nar.
there. But we do say that they do play a lot of Nards. They didn't just pick it to count of the game. They are level 7 on Nard. They have a lot of mastery points on them.
Maybe
Quite a significant amount of Nard.
it just depends on how Brote decides to play the Garen. Does not have a skin on it. Does have level 6. Got Cosmic Queen and Dark Star. Triple Dark Star skin synergy right now.
Ooh.
Last game they didn't really have the skin synergy, but this game they will. Let's see if that will help them bring in a game 2 victory, or if Dirt Team will go ahead, rub a little bit of dirt in their wound, and pick up that game 2, picking up the win over Predictive Gaming.
That'll make the standings pretty easy.
Yeah. Predictive wins. There's a 3-way triangle tie in the first place spot.
Predictive loses, then well, I mean, then Dino Team is obviously number 1.
I mean, even if not, they made that game look really easy against Ape Gems.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
Going ahead, going for the invade here. Gonna be spotted out. Gonna get hit by the Oriana ball. Not really any wards being dropped off behind. Actually, as they leave, no wards dropped off behind. Gonna call that one a little bit of a mistake. From the side of Dirt. Most definitely should have dropped off a ward. And that ward's not the ward you're looking for. Especially because it is spotted out by the Karma. Gonna go ahead, see it, know it exists, and probably just ahead avoid it. While on the other side, there is a ward on that blue buff. They're gonna know Elise is gonna start this top side.
I know how to make the ticking stop. Oh wow, Oriana. Yeah, so we do have the Dark Star synergy over there on the side of Predictive Gaming. So that means, you know, as whenever one teammate dies on the side of Predictive Gaming, that means the Dark Star members there will be gaining a combat buff. I believe it's like 15% or so a power, attack speed, and ability power, something like that.
Yeah.
If we know the TFT.
Man, they don't have any TFT synergies right now.
Yeah, it's true, because Oriana is actually not in the game as Dark in this current set. It's just Karma and J4. I mean, Ashe is, but Ashe is Celestial Sniper, not very useful right now.
Right. You want to seeing the early pass, both going buff to buff. J4 actually just going a lot faster, had that speed up from having his bot lane be the leash moments, abusing that level 2, getting a little bit of poke down onto I'm a Baby Girl and Pixel Wolf for Predictive Gaming. And yeah, Shifto going in here. Shifu looking for it. Jaw gonna poke back, and those empowered auto attacks doing their little bits of work, given the favorable trade after that corrupting pot. Go ahead, J4 not gonna go ahead, just clear his entire top side. Be ready for the Elise to come ahead and try and invade here. Spots it out. She should definitely have noticed that J4 was there. I don't think that was noticed though, until right now. Both have double buffs. Sly, Red Fox, just a little bit lower after clearing a whole lot more camps with the Raptors being included. Nothing more, nothing less. Elise gonna go ahead, has the prio in the mid lane, gonna roam up for that Scuttle Crab. J4 gonna have to reside to that bot side for a Scuttle Crab. Elise back in the mid lane, looking to try and contest the Scuttle Crab here from the J4. Gonna be doubles here, both only having blue buff left. And Sly gonna have his bot lane rotating up faster. Here's Oriana, gonna go ahead, go on the backside. Here goes Karma, the Black Shield comes out, the Flash also comes out. I'm a Baby Girl taking really low, the Flash out from the Galio coming in. Gonna go ahead, pick up the J4 on the backside. Galio gonna go ahead, go down for Jaw. And that's going to be picking up the Elise as well. Double kill for the Orianna. 2 for 1 in favor of Predictive Gaming. Do not get the first blood, though. Keeping that gold pretty even.
Ooh, Orianna getting a lot of gold there early. That feels. Orianna is my favorite champions playing ranked right now, and that feels so good. That feels so good to get a lead on Orianna, even into the Galio matchup. Orianna, I think, is so good at abusing a lead in lane. She just pokes the heck out of her laner.
Yeah, the feels bad moment is looking at the gold differential. It's only a 200 gold lead for having that kill up, not the regular 600 gold or 300 gold lead. So you're just a little bit less. Elise looking now for a gank here. The speed up's gonna go ahead, pull it out. Gonna go ahead, maybe try and dodge out of the cocoon. Not gonna be able to do it, and that is gonna be Frost going down. The TP coming in from the Orianna, actually. Orianna gonna go ahead, look to pick up Pixel Wolf. Not gonna find it. Not gonna find it. Still gonna be
the
shut
Galio with the
3
quick follow up.
4-2 now. 1K gold lead.
And suddenly, Orianna is no longer ahead in the mid lane.
He's back up to 600 gold lead now on her. That is a feels bad moment. Both those bot laners walking right with next to no health. Gonna go recall in that bush. No threat to them. Rotate on that Garen up there. Now level 6. They're both level 6. Not much to it. J4 actually might be looking for a gank up here in the top lane, as not Mininar is going down. Gonna have the hop. Not gonna be able to hop the way I thought he was going to. Could have definitely used the minions for a double hop. Could have used Sly Red Fox for a double hop.
True. I'm messing up all of my key bindings here on the shortcuts.
J4 coming down, knows the Elise is in his jungle. Probably doesn't know how far the red buff is already down, as that's just going to be a lost red buff. Not even going to go ahead and counter jungle that red buff off. But Sincere and Froster here, gonna go ahead, force her to repel over the wall into the dragon pit. That fed Galio's there with a blue buff. Not necessarily where that's gonna want to go. There's the J4 onto the Galio now, though. The Orianna also there, getting a lot of poke down. Here comes Elise on the backside, though. That's going to be Sly Red Fox getting hit up. Gonna go ahead, gonna go down. That's a pickup for Bosnia on that Elise. Put Bosnia on a carry champion and watch her run. Now at 2-1-3, 100% kill participation.
Bosnia putting in the work early game, just like last game. Also putting in the work now here on Elise.
Well, you're going to go ahead and see the Spectre's Cowl actually picked up for the Garen here. Good. Just going to go straight tank here. As the Rejuve bead, going to heal up a whole lot. Not looking to fight, get ahead, like you would typically see. Spell shields, the ulted Q from Karma. Not anything else coming of it. And what went from... Ooh, the ulti coming out. Gonna go ahead, just dash on out of there. All I'm saying is, remember when those kills turned into not kills? Karma had Arcane Comment. Sorry, Sincere, I had to do it to you. They're gonna go ahead, go in on Jaw. Bosnia always there, gonna pick up another kill. 6 kills now for the side of Dirt, and already a 2.5k gold lead at just 9 minutes into the game. Also, Relic Shield. Yikes. Gonna go ahead and flash right onto the J4. Another kill, but this one by Pixelwolf. Still 100% kill participation from this Elise. J4 not safe anywhere in his jungle. Can't clear a ward. Can't find a gank. Can't clear a camp. Feels like he's just absolutely being abused by this.
Dang.
All right, your predictive gaming, you know, you had the lead that first game. You definitely snowballed out of control there. They kind of snowballed out of control on you the last game. You can see it coming. You can 3K gold lead at 10 minutes now. You got to just slow it down. Allow yourself to get that tanky Garen who is unkillable in team fights. Allow yourself to have the Ashe just now getting the Manamune. Is ahead a little bit of the Sivir in build path. I'll go ahead, chase him down. Not gonna find him. Sly Red Fox looking for a lane gank down their bot lane. They are ahead. Go ahead, see Oriana. Oh, Oriana, you're just in for another bruising. Here comes J4 onto the thing though. The flash out from the Sivir. Spell shield, nothing else coming of it. The ulti popped. Got some summoner spells for
More aggression. Just the 100% kill bomb is so impressive by the jungler in both games. For like the first 10 minutes, 12 minutes of this game and last game, he's just been absolutely everywhere and part of everything. And now we're on this objective, getting these objectives. Trying the best to have as much of an impact on this game as possible.
And he is certainly doing that. There's another right onto him. Half health for Sly Red Fox now. Here comes Galio, his dreaded enemy at this point. Elise and him have teamed up there to find a lot. That's the Rift Herald pickup for the Elise. Gonna go ahead and drop it top. Not had an impact up there yet, but now we'll go ahead and do that. The adaptive helm actually being finished. Gonna go ahead and flash onto the Elise. Gonna get hit by the cocoon.
Oh my god, I didn't even see the cocoon come out. That cocoon came out as soon right as they turned to spider. I didn't even see the cocoon come out. That was so fast.
I don't even know why he decided to play Nunu the first game. I guess they wanted a little bit of tank, but I don't think they need a little bit of tank.
He's been playing super well on these early aggression junglers. Oh my god. They're like, ah, Simon Fox, they're just gonna beat him up. They're just bullying this man. Look at this. Come on, man, please.
Feels bad. A completed runic echoes already for that Elise. Elise also sitting on another 8.
I guess he was in the enemy jungle, so it's kind of fair for them to say, get out of here. Scat. Scram.
Yeah, but she made a play top and got into his jungle and took a bunch of tower plates.
Ah, well, this feels bad.
So he should at least be able to take wolves, right?
Yeah.
He will get his own red buff. Stopping backs from Morgana. Otherwise, just going ahead, playing the game out. Here comes Elise. Not again, not another cocoon. Misses the cocoon.
Ooh.
Probably the first
Oh,
cocoon.
but look at the damage.
The ulted W from the Karma.
Oh.
Actually going to go ahead and save her there. Going to pick up the Sivir on the backside.
Does Bosnia go down?
Bosnia gonna go down. Sly Red Fox gonna get out on the backside. Frost on the backside. Taken down. I'm a baby girl. Gonna take her out. Gonna go ahead. That's gonna be Sincere going down, but that's gonna be Pixel Wolf going down on the other side. Sincere still might be out here. Gonna go ahead.
Once again with the W. Look
He
at
will
that
get half the
healing.
flash for it.
Ooh.
That is a 3-for-1 for Predictive Gaming, bringing life back into this game for them. Finding a great fight for them there. As I think the Elise just getting a little bit overzealous there. Garen here now. Jaw going to be able to hit the stopwatch.
We get the
J4
ulti?
also here.
Oh, not
That's
gonna
going to be a
stun
dead
anyone,
no.
though. Dead no.
Looking for the Galio. Might going to dodge another of those cocoons.
Predictive
All of a sudden,
Gaming
one minute
fighting
before-
back. Not going down without a fight.
Hey, now it's game 3. They cannot afford to. Garen going to go ahead, hit the silence as she hits the stun. Doesn't have the adaptive helm, but still takes a good amount of damage from this Elise. She has the Sork boots, the runic echoes, and an amp tone. That's disgusting. Gonna go ahead. They're gonna go ahead for their second Drake, the Infernal Drake. Do you think it's going to be an Ocean Soul map? Oh, but they are going to go ahead and contest this one here. J4 going in. No one's getting the smite, but that will be a dead Garen on the backside. Might not be long for this world for Karma. J4 waiting to go ahead and get out, fighting two. That's actually going to be Elise going down on the backside. J4 also going to go
Frostbite.
down. Here comes Frostbite.
Frostbite.
Going ahead, the ult coming out from
Frostbite.
Jaw. Gonna go ahead, pick up Shift. Gonna pick up.
God,
That is
Frostbite and Jaw
4
just
for
coming
3.
through and absolutely cleaning up this team fight.
Frostbite holding him in the game. Frostbite now taking low. Watch out for the double bounce. He sees it. The boulder. I knew it was coming. I've played too much Gnar to know that was coming. Jaw gonna go ahead and try and fight here. Has the Black Cleaver versus the ball. Gonna hit the ulti. Gonna hit the auto. Ball saves the
my
day.
God, so close.
Unofficial 5 for
my
4.
God.
That's a greedy place to back here. Is here comes Elise. Gonna go ahead. Karma gonna be able to get Jaw on out of there. Maybe Jaw gonna get the extra speed boost, the extra shield. Woo-hoo-hoo. Little greedy. Didn't know there was a control word in there.
Yeah, as Tina is saying, let's go. That was some pretty high
Alright,
play
we're
right there.
back to only a 600 gold differential. 11 to 12 in kills. No towers taken on either side. Just the 2 Drakes over. And it is an ocean map. Huge for Garen specifically. Huge for Gnar. Galio also going to be able to take... Those are my favorite 3 in this game that are going to have that. For an Ocean Soul. And if it does come the way of Ocean Soul for Predictive Gaming, they will also have 4 Ocean Drakes to back that. At this point. But in other news, farm lanes happening. 20 gold CS up in the top lane for the melee into ranged matchup. You also have the completed Archangel staff coming out from the Orianna. Gonna stack that up really quick. Over a third, only a third of the way to go on that stacking. Elise looking for something in the mid lane, not finding any more purchases as she was in the early game. Just seems to have been slowed very much down. Sly Red Fox waiting for the Elise. Gonna go ahead, go on her. She's gonna find the Vision Scryer's Bloom.
Oh, I was like, where does he jump to in order to get over there?
Yep. Gonna go ahead, have to blast.
Oh my God.
Galio now here. This is not where Sly wants to necessarily be.
No.
Gonna go ahead and
Galio
get out.
has just. Oh my God. Bogdan
It's
just
now
has the
the
weight to just. Has the escapes.
1-2ing. Almost taking out Pixel.
Oh my God. Okay.
They will go ahead pick up that first tower for themselves, though. In the 1v2 down there, as Karma was roaming around. Sly gonna go ahead start up. That's actually gonna be a flash from Sly coming out on that J4 Galio taunt. Too dangerous. Fighting over this Rift Herald seems to be occurring here. Rotate, run for your life. There's a lot of members coming your way, but you have backup. Frost also almost 1v1ing I'm a Baby Girl. Just playing the 1v2, what they need to do. Here comes Galio now. Waiting for them to take a little bit of damage. On the backside by himself. Gonna go ahead. They are gonna go ahead, start up the Rift Herald on that side. It's just a push and pull back and forth for these 4 members of Predictive. As Dirt's looking to pick up that. Galio picking it up on the backside, though, actually, is they're going to chase Sly out of the game. Sincere looking, going to get flash taunted on. Going to go ahead, flash herself. Going to go ahead, run, Rudolph, run underneath the merry-go-round. Going to get out. Go ahead, Frostbite's here now. both ADCs. It is a proper 5v5. Gnar gonna go ahead and get Mega. Not gonna hit the stun onto Brote. Brote's gonna keep chasing with this Garen.
When someone got out, that was the Galio.
Galio got out. Karma still got out.
With the
No
empowered recall from the Rift Herald there.
OP. And they're gonna go straight for that dragon. Will be dragon number 3 for him if they can pick it up here. That's gonna be the flash out of the Garen. Almost taking out the Gnar.
Ooh,
Gnar.
but not quite.
I think that has an execution indicator on it. If I'm not mistaken.
Does it? I have no idea.
I don't know.
I play like no Garen, like pretty much 0. So
Well, I don't play Garen either, but I just kind of felt like maybe he had it. They've been putting it on a lot of champions as of late. After they gave it for Pyke. They, Garen, Cho'Gath. I don't know who else. All right. We are looking at the state of the game. It is only a 1k gold lead, but 3 dragons to none for the side of Dirt. And there is no more contesting those, or just letting those dragons go uncontested. Gonna probably have to contest the next one coming up here in 4 minutes. Rift Herald being dropped in the mid lane, probably going to pick up that mid lane tower. No minions to speak of to help get a little bit of more damage down there, but we'll see what happens. Go ahead, force it. Elise looking for the cocoon, gonna find it, finding the purchase, finding the root, but there's gonna go out on the backside. Ash gonna flash out, gonna go ahead arrow in. That's gonna be a dead. Anybody?
so far no one has gone down. Here's the Galio ulti. There is the Orianna ulti. Okay.
That's Sly Red Fox going in. Gonna pick up I'm a Baby Girl now. She has no spell shield. Pixel Wolf not long for this world probably. So low.
Oh.
Not gonna go ahead. Sly gonna be picked up by the boomerang on the backside. Here comes Gnar. Gnar is now Mega. Gonna go for Sincere. Gonna just find Frost though. Orianna looking for Pixel. Pixel not necessarily knowing this. Gonna go ahead fighting here. Gonna go for the Gnar. Gonna flash, pick up the Morgana on the backside. That will be the TP coming out of the Galio. That's gonna be a shutdown onto the Gnar for the Garen. Getting that ult, executing this time. And I think we're gonna slow down here a little bit, as I think they're just gonna go ahead try and be okay with just picking up this mid-tier 1. Whew! And that will be 1 kill over in favor of Predictive Gaming over Dirt in that fight. Actually, two. Because they were down 11-12, and now they're up 14-13 in kills. Alrighty, we look at the timers on the dragon. Under 2 minutes now until that dragon will spawn. Will be Soul Point, Ocean Soul Point. Arguably one of the strongest in the game for Dirt here. Gonna go ahead and see the Baron is up as well. So there are trades that can be had, but also Ocean Soul. If you're Dirt, you have the options. If you are Predictive, you're running out of them in that sense. Pretty much an even game, though. 23 minutes here. No one's breaking open the base. I shouldn't say that because here in 30 seconds, maybe somebody could, but I don't see that happening. Can't happen a third time. Ash gonna go ahead. Not gonna find the purchase. That's a dead Pixel Wolf. Great pick from the Ash arrow. All right, it looks like they're just gonna be content just shoving it down here in mid, trying to pick up that.
Tried to use the spell shield to tank that Ash ulti, but didn't quite get the lineup.
She was just barely behind it. It saved her, but did not save her support. I mean, that Garen is fully equipped to deal with that Galio. Merc Treads, Adaptive Helm, Thorn Mail. Gonna go ahead, Frost with the fancy feet. Gonna go ahead, find the purchase. Galio coming in.
Bosnia finds a way out again.
Frost with the fancy feet, moved it. Bosnia moving out, not necessarily. J4 chasing down on the backside, but finds the rest of the dirt team there. Gonna go ahead, finds the binding onto the J4. The Ori 4-man Oriana ult. Gonna go ahead, save a life, save a cowboy. That might just be, I don't know who's gonna go down. That might be an ult from the bad Gnar ult. Brote gonna take him down. Jaw going down on the other side though. Pixel Wolf gonna go down herself. 2 for 1 for Predictive Gaming right now. And that might just be all it is because they want that Drake. Stop the soul. Whew. That is a
Does
mouthful.
Bosnia go for a hero save? A hero smack? Still? I don't think you do.
You just give it right now.
Yeah, for sure you just
If,
get it.
if
Yeah.
she dies, that's more gold over.
Yeah, and it's their first one.
First one. First Drake. You got like, what, 3 more opportunities here? Go ahead. You lost the fight. Lick your wounds. Ocean Soul is nice, but it's not as nice as not losing. All right, looking at that gold, it's almost pretty much dead even depending on who's CSing at the time, who's backing. You do have the 3-to-1 tower advantage for Dirt, but you have the 3-kill advantage for Predictive Gaming. I'm gonna go 26 minutes in the game. This is the most even game we've seen so far out of these two.
It is game 3. That is deserving of a game 3.
This is the kind of game you were hoping to see yesterday, was it not?
Yeah.
But right now, you could be seeing teams. I mean, in the standings that were placed, teams 3 and 4. Well, kind of team 2 and 4 going at it, and I definitely think Dirt should receive a little bit more credit than what they might be. I know there was some debates whether they should be a top team or not, but if Predictive is a top team, and it seems like they are only having dropped 1 game series all season,
Right.
then
I think that was 2 ape chimps. So.
and yeah, it was to Ape Chimps, but we're going to go ahead and see the Barons be started here. Ping's coming out for it, but no one is in position. Elise in at the Wolves, the Blue Wolves. What are you doing? Gnar trying to stop it down. Here comes the ulti. Everyone's here. They're going to go ahead and just turn right onto the Gnar, pick him up. He's in the thing. All right, 5-man. Here we go. Here we'll see what they can do. Down a man. That's going to be Pixel Wolf flashing into the middle. Elise just getting out of the way. Gotta go ahead.
Elise,
Red Fox on the other side.
Did Elise repel dodge the Oriana ulti?
I believe it did,
That
but
was
that's
insane.
a dead Sivir, a dead Morgana, and that's going to be just a dead Galio. Karma staying alive, staying alive. That's our Baron.
And that's going to be Predictive Gaming with the convincing win in that team fight, transitioning that into a Baron. Okay.
I don't know if they should have just first banned that Oriana, because those ults are getting disgusting, hitting multiple members every time one of those is thrown.
Yeah, he's doing really on his Oriana ulti.
At least here. And the flash.
Oh
coming
my
up,
god! Wait, what? Oh,
shield
with
from
the shield.
Archangel.
Jesus, that flash was so good. That was so close.
Oh,
Oh, wow. Okay, almost with the outplay there, but they both could live. Is this a best of three as not you? Not you.
Right now,
that's hilarious. Yes, this is a best of 3. I mean, it's a best of 1 right now, yeah. This is the 3rd game of the best of 3, yes.
It's do or die right now, and Predictive is pulling up their bootstraps after being abused by this Elise early, and taking a hold, took down that team fight, took the Baron. I'm pretty sure they went 4 for none in that team fight.
Was it 4 for?
It
Yeah,
was 4
maybe.
for none.
Yeah.
Here was the lowest one and did not go down. Elise was unable to battle Sly on the backside, and even though the repel dodged the ultimate, didn't dodge death. Well, she did dodge death, actually, right?
Yeah, she did. She ended up dodging death.
Only one who dodged death.
Yep.
Brote on this Garen, the Garen pick that we doubted 4-1 and 3.
I mean, he's tanky. He's doing his thing. He's doing his due diligence.
He's about to be even tankier. Picking up that Death Stance is going to be his next item. Go ahead. Only sitting on 600 gold right now. We'll have to find that gold here in a little bit. Galio being pinged out now. The caution ping's coming out, but I don't know. Ash Arrow going to go ahead and land onto the Galio. J4 on the backside, though. The flash from the Galio already expended. Galio going to go ahead and ulti out.
Oh, he gets out?
He ultied back to the Sivir. Jaw now out of place. Gonna go ahead and be taken very low. Bosnia still not able to find purchase onto Jaw. That is going to be an Orianna ult just onto Shifto. Sly Red Fox tanky, but is he going to be tanky enough? Bosnia staying alive. Sly not going to be so lucky. As now Shifto going to be going forward.
Ooh, the Ash.
The Ash. That's going to be a pickup onto the Elise, though, as well. Here comes the Ash. Pixel Wolf gone.
Ash has so much movement speed with the Karma and the, oh, man.
1 for 3, and they're going to go ahead and just push this mid lane and take that tower and take another Ocean Drake. You don't want to give Garen Ocean Drake, do you? You know what? They don't even care about the Ocean Drake right now.
Yeah, Garen just passively has Ocean Drake. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Nonsense. Look at his health bar.
This is without Ocean Soul. What would get?
This is just Garen as a champion, actually.
All right, great use of that Baron buff, pushing in, breaking open the base at 30 minutes of dirt. Going ahead, just being able to get ahead, find
like
the
a little
fight.
bit of getting outscaled here. Really need to see, like, the biggest scaling option on the side of Dirt Team is that Sivir. We need to see the 400 CS Sivir win condition come through.
Unfortunately, is even with that Ash in CS, but not in kills. 7-15 for this Ash. 22 out of 24 kill participation. Jaw also sitting there with a clean 21 kill out of 24 kill participation.
Yes, once again, Jaw and Frostbite doing a lot of work for Predictive Gaming that we've seen many times in the past.
You know, I mean, there's a reason they're in the 2 carrier roles, am I right?
Exactly.
Weren't so lucky last game. Was abused on that Silas. Was abused. Were they playing Ashe last game? I don't even remember what they were playing anymore. Oh no, playing the Senna. Was abused on that late game scaling Senna.
Ah, yeah.
Give Frostbite the Ashe. The amount of outplays I've seen Frost make with an Ashe is absolutely disgusting. I've seen them firsthand. When we were, I believe it was against Comfy Gaming, that game 1. There was a Malphite. There was like 3 or 4 different types of CC that they just had to get on Ashe and kill and win. And somehow dodge all of it. I'm like, I'm Nautilus, I can only stop one person. But we will go ahead see another tower going down. 5-3 in towers now, going from 1-3 to 5-3 in towers. And an open inhib in the mid lane. On head. Not going to go ahead and stop. Garen versus the Galio. I think we know who wins that matchup. Especially with the Death Stance now being completed from the Garen. And Sly Red Fox with that Gargoyle Stone Plate, absolutely just putting in the work. There looks to be a fight brewing up here in the top lane. That's going to be the Spell Shield and the Black Shield. A little bit of miscommunication from the laners. The bot lane from Dirt is... Both of those are now down for about 20 seconds apiece, right?
Yeah, it's always kind of unfortunate whenever you play the double, like, 2 people that can kind of do the same thing. It's like I experienced this a lot whenever I used to play a lot of Zilean mid, and we would sometimes have a Lulu support, and our point was to make us like a hyper carry. Oh, once again.
Bosnia going for the kill once again, although Bosnia gonna be able to take it down. Jaw gonna be the outplay, and here comes the rest of the team for a follow-up.
Here comes Predictive Gaming.
Shifu in there. Brote too tanky to take down. That Garen already in there.
Look at that Ashe.
That Ashe putting in the work. Ashe isn't at the front line yet, but will soon be. This will be a thing. This will probably be the end of the game.
That is looking like it.
Brote might just go in there and tank, healing 47 damage a tick. 30 damage a tick now. Double Ocean Drake plus passive. Absolutely. The wave is here.
I mean, even if this is ending here, what a series this was. What an absolute battle Dirt Team has put against Predictive Gaming with the, I mean, and with the emergency sub jungler coming through. I mean, you know, you got to see like how would it be different with the Bowkeeper, but
I
very
mean,
well played from Dirt Team, putting a lot of pressure on the team that is tied for #1 here.
yeah,
A
I think
very
Dirk definitely deserves to be at least in a discussion for
for
being one of the top teams in
yeah,
BTL
for
at this
sure.
point.
For sure. That's just really, I think you got to put a lot of respect on Dirt Team's name after that kind of performance. Really pushing Predictive Gaming to the edge there. And we'll go ahead and look here. Let's see if we can get the damage charts up on the stream. We have the most damage, not very surprisingly, coming out of the Ashe, and then followed up by the Oriana, and then followed up by the Sivir. Then like yeah, see, I guess the jungler there, Bosnia, put in crazy amounts of work at the beginning of that game, but they kind of just like those early game junglers kind of eventually get outscaled, and then it's harder to do as much in those late game team fights when you do get to that stage.
Yeah, most definitely. Neither top laner is buying a control ward, by the way. Cough, cough, nudge, nudge. Karma did hear my advice and pick up 12 though.
Oh,
Um,
oh, okay.
so gone from 1 to 12. Had a little bit more income this game, going
Mm-hmm.
2, 3, and 19.
For sure.
Ash going that 8, 2, and 17, and Jaw sitting there. Both Ash and Jaw with 25 out of 28 kill participation. Sly not far behind with a 22, and Sincere with a 21. Brote kind of up there on that island,
Just up there
still
in the
had a
island, yeah, yeah, doing his job up there. Very,
kind
very
of
nice.
40% kill participation, something along that line.
So now we can update and Pixel. I'm sure you're around. You can update the standing. I'm sure many people want to see what the standings look like now. We did change. I did change some of the settings on that side. We were discussing in Captain's Chat earlier today about how the tie breaks would work. So we did. I did update that so that I think the second tie break now is points, and the third tie break should be points difference, which is how many points you've gained minus how many points you've given up, which is pretty much your game wins versus minus your game losses, which is pretty much the same as just game win percentage. So it should be a little bit, I think, more. I think I added some clarity to the standings there, so the standings should look a little bit different. And like I think Pixel may have already updated the standings and is posting the updated standings now. And yep, there it is. There's the updated standings. Predictive Gaming solidly in first place. Wait, Predictive Gaming solidly in first place. Oh yeah, Predictive Gaming is in first
Yeah,
place because they
they
have
beat
the extra
Dinosaur
win
Club.
because they have the TFHS FF
Oh,
actually.
okay. So
Because
really,
the
they're 6
TFHS
and
FF
1,
has yeah, they're really 6-1. The TFHS
12 points.
FF has already been calculated into their score because they will be playing TFHS later. Actually, Pixel, can you post that without putting in the TFHS FF so that we can see what it looks like now?
So with that, I think Dinosaur Club is actually at 1, and Ape Chimps and Predictive Gaming are tied at 2
Right.
because there's 2 points gained for Predictive for that other game, so they would be 12 and 9,
Mm-hmm.
and then 6 with the set wins. So they will be tied for second with the Ape Chimps. Um, we'll see what Ape Chimps and Dinosaur Club have to bring next week, as we will not see Predictive Gaming next week.
Right.
Standing is going to be interesting in that situation. Do we know which each of those 2 teams plays?
Yes, I can go check the schedule here. I have it pulled up. So
I'm not
this is
clear.
the end
No.
of week 7. So week 8, we'll be seeing Dinosaur Club will go up against Comfy Gaming. That'll be Friday at 7 p.m. EST. Ape Chips will go up against CA Tough. That'll be Saturday at 6 p.m. EST. And Predictive Gaming, well, of course, we don't see them because they play TFHS. Dirt Team will go up against Team Solo Chill. And Mamba Mentality will go up against Jace.
All right. Well, some interesting games. Gonna go ahead. Gonna have to see what Dinosaur and Ape Chimps can do to now match essentially a 2-0 week next week from Predictive Gaming.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. So there's going to be 2 next week.
So
No, some
it will be interesting to see if somebody drops a game or if they drop a series.
I'll play someone in Runeterra for the extra points. I'll play Runeterra right now if you want. I haven't played Runeterra in a while, but I'm always down to play some Runeterra. We got to get a Runeterra tournament going soon. I'm Samosalus. And I mean, again, I keep mentioning this, but it's kind of a sad reality of people passing. So we had, if you see at the end of our title here, you see RP Mac Dizzle. A lot of you that may be newer to community may not know who he was or who he is. He was a pivotal part of the original Black Twitch community that made this channel and this league. He was a streamer and a good friend of a lot of us that's been here for a long time. We have some old clips whenever he used to host the BTL and do some shoutcasting for us. He competed in the last Legends of Runeterra tournament, gaining third place. That's the reason why I kind of thought about him. He recently passed away last Sunday, and we are currently, as a community, lots of people that knew Mac, friends and family of Mac, in the streaming community, are trying to put together some funds for his funeral because it's very expensive to put someone into the ground, and we're trying to help out his family. And so we're about halfway on that fund. If you do exclamation point Mac Fund in the chat, you'll get the link to the GoFundMe, or if you scroll up in our league news. So yeah, always trying to help out Mac and his family because he was super nice and generous and always helped all of us out. And he was a big inspiration to me and many others in the community. So always try our best to help him out. So that, and we are going to actually host someone, I believe, who was this is one of Mac's best friends. His title also says it all. He's someone that is trying to his best to help raise money for Mac's funeral. So we're gonna go ahead and host Boots Knees. Go and say hi to him. Shout out. He's been taking it pretty rough, so always nice to go and support a brother. And we will see you guys this Friday for whenever we have, who did I say was playing this Friday? I believe I already said that. Should be Comfy Gaming and Dinosaur Club, which is a very important match. Comfy Gaming recently taking a 1-2 lost amount mentality this week. They are kind of in the gauntlet trying to secure their positioning for the end of the season for that gauntlet. So they kind of have very difficult. They go up against Mama Mentality, then they fight Dinosaur Club, then they fight Ape Trip. So they have a very tough schedule here. If you've heard Indefiance in the booth recently, he's definitely been talking about that. Give me the win. All right, so we'll be hosting Boots Knees, and we will catch you guys back here on Friday. Thank you for Magnum Buck for joining me here in the booth. Always appreciate it.
Hey, not a problem. I always enjoy it.
Yeah, very nice to not have to cast alone, and we will see you guys on Friday. Peace out.
Peace out.